there, everyone. I didn't even press the wrong button. And anyone who says otherwise is fake news. That's how it works nowadays. It's a happy hour and that. And I remembered even to put it in the title. Because I'm a good boy.
Good boy. You are a good boy. Nicely done. I'm
Thank you.
proud of
You should
you.
rub my belly.
Yeah, I will. Come here, I'll rub your fuzzy belly.
Um, yes, Dr. Kristi Winters.
Hello.
How am you?
Well, at the moment, I'm really good because I've lost myself in the process of storytelling. Do you want to hear about it?
I want to hear about nothing else.
Well, it's more Dungeons and Dragons degeneracy.
Oh, no, I can revise that answer to say no.
Yeah, I'm taking the step into creating my own story. Well, I say my own story. I had the basics of it, like all of the elements of the story. I can't say too much because one of my players is in your audience, Sib,
Hang on, can
who.
we ban that person? I'm sorry, I can't be having degenerate fucking filth in my
Yep.
audience.
So I'm kind of like I feel a bit scummy because I've been using Chat GPT, and I'm gonna be
Christy,
honest.
with your use of cryptocurrency and now AI, honestly,
I'm
you're not making your
gonna
way
say,
off the list. Let's put it that
um,
way.
I want to say like Chat GPT is like working with a really good writing partner. I'm gonna be honest. Like it doesn't give you perfect stuff, but it gives you stuff that you can work with, and shape and like give it a new direction. Like have an idea and go, okay, change this or write me this or how do I
I,
work with that?
okay,
And it's been really, really, really good.
but
I said, don't take this away from me. I actually feel like creative and productive, and I feel like I'm developing
I'm
a really
not.
good complex story.
I'm not taking it away from you. I'm just saying. Here's an
Shaming me.
alternative. Here's an
Yeah.
alternative, right? Do the work yourself, you lazy bitch.
Yeah, I can't write 40 pages in 2 days. I mean, if I was a full-time D&D writer, it would be no problem. But like, I do this on the weekends, like I do this for free. So I don't have the mental capacity to sit and write all this stuff out. I don't know. Do you ever use ChatGPT?
No.
Yeah, I've mostly used it in the past for translating code or looking up like in SPSS, how do I do an if-then statement using this variable and that variable to create a
I
new
don't
variable?
think I've ever
Stop it.
felt more
Get some
insulted
help.
than when you just asked me whether I use ChatGPT. No, I do not, Christo. I have a brain and a pen, and that is enough.
How often do you write?
Well, I mean, technically, I spend more
Mm-hmm.
time as a sports
Mm-hmm.
journalist than I do as a streamer. I get
Where do you
paid
post?
significantly less to do that, but I
Where do
do it.
you publish your sports stuff?
Well, that is something I keep entirely secret from this
Oh,
audience.
okay, that's fine.
Because
Do you
you may remember, I used to post publicly, openly my
mm,
sports-related chicanery, and then the right wing brigaded it to fuck.
oh,
So now
okay.
the sites that I write for allow me to write under a pseudonym, so that doesn't
Okay.
happen anymore.
Do you do transcription like voice to text?
No,
Okay.
I just type it up.
You just write the
It probably
old-fashioned
would
way.
be it probably would be easier that way, but like oh yeah, I'm just a bit old school, I think.
Yeah, I thought about the same. I kind of had the same thing about like writing. Would I do better in a sort of like narrative sense, or is the process of crafting a sentence one sentence at a time its own kind of process of filtering things out and putting things in? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that gets you into the writing prose element of it, whereas I'm essentially writing either
But you're writing
just
prose,
well, yeah, I mean, but I'm not writing like a story. I'm not creating in that sense. I'm describing more than
right? But you
anything.
still have to have a narrative structure that makes sense in terms of the flow of information.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it needs to be structured. Obviously, you can't just
Mm-hmm.
put. And
Exactly.
then they scored another basket and win. Like it's not. You need to actually, write in a way
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah. There's a
intelligible.
linear element to it. So you need to think, okay, what comes first? How do I set this up for it
The
to
Kev
be
Kev comes
reserved?
first.
Yes, before it gets resolved later on. Do I want to like hint at something that I can bring up again later? All that kind of thing. Because I don't know about you. I guess I kind of, for me, like when I think about Caesar's commentaries, which I think about too often, if I'm honest, I don't imagine that he sat down at the end of the day, he takes off his armor, he just pens this shit. I kind of feel like he was sitting on a
Well, he
couch
used
thinking,
Chat GPT.
yeah, exactly. Basically, the Roman version of it, which was a scribe.
Yeah.
Like he would sit down at the end of the day next in his tent with some wine someone massaging his feet or whatever, and he would just sort of like narratively dictate, tell the story, and then his scribes would, write all that down for him because he's too busy to write, and then clean it up, and he'll read it over and be like, "Yep, that looks good."
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So, how about you?
I'm disappointed in you, Krista.
Okay, well, that's not unusual.
It's very unusual. I usually have no critique for you whatsoever.
Oh, that's
You know
bullshit.
this.
All you do is shit on me.
I've never once. I'd charge extra for that, but I've never once criticised you. But
Oh, that's such a lie.
except for the cryptocurrency and the Chat GPT.
And being a Democrat.
Well, we don't even get into that kind of degeneracy.
Exactly.
Yes. Anyway, Krista.
Kevin.
Apart from everyone needing to give me money, because that's important too.
Oh yeah, give Kevin money.
Content.
Yes, that's content for money. That's what we're exchanging here.
Exactly. I am a content hooer of the most degenerate kind. The thing I want to show you, right, so there's a main thing I want to show you, which is like the CoffeeZilla thing, which you may already have seen. I don't even know. The first bit is.
Oh, I got a question for you.
Oh, go on. No, go on. Get that out of the way.
All right.
First.
Speaking of sport, sport ball and points.
Yes.
Sport points. The Tyson Paul fight.
Yes, it was a fucking
Pathetic?
embarrassment.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was. Firstly, I've never seen a fight where I wanted both fighters to lose so badly. Convicted rapist and Trump supporter versus not convicted rapist, but still Trump supporter and massive piece of shit. Embarrassing. The fact that this was ever sanctioned by a state athletic board is disgraceful. He's a 58-year-old man, no, 56-year-old man, I should say, who hasn't fought for 20 years, or nearly 20 years. That's not safe at all. That's not remotely fucking safe. And just from a purely sporting point of view, if we ignore the fact that he is a fucking convicted rapist, Mike Tyson was one of the greatest boxers that ever boxed, minus the biting of ears and things.
I actually saw that live.
Mad shit. I still can't believe that was alive. Anyway, the fact that he was ever allowed in a ring again is remarkable.
Yeah.
And now, like, Jake Paul can say, I beat Mike Tyson, which, like, no, you didn't. What you did was beat a frail old man.
Yeah.
Like, he could barely fucking stand. He could barely move. It was fucking disgraceful. Like,
Well, it was nice that they had his walker in the corner for him so that he could go rest on it in the. I'm joking.
it's
but
honest.
basically that's.
It was fucking tragic. Like, Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson. That means something because he was at his fucking height. That was, that was. This is nothing. You beat up an old man, and even then, he landed some fucking tasty punches on you when he was still vaguely alive in the first 2 rounds, and secondly, you beat him on points.
Yeah.
You couldn't even knock a
Knock him
fucking
out.
old man over who couldn't stand up. You couldn't lay a decent enough punch on him to put him down once.
Nope.
That's tragic. If you ever fight someone his own age, he might get killed.
If you're Logan Paul and you can't beat Tyson, tragedy.
But apparently he's announced his next fight will be against Jimmy Carter.
Or is it Jake Paul? I forget which Logan. Is it Logan or Jake? Was it Jake?
It was Jake who fought.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This
Jake
is the way
Paul.
to look at it, right? Jake Paul is the fake boxer. Logan Paul is the one who laughed at the suicide forest.
Oh, right, yeah. They're both pieces of shit.
So
it's
I
really
mean,
hard to tell them apart.
thank you to the Paul parents for their amazing work in raising 2 genuinely upstanding members of society.
Really should have pulled out.
Yes, honestly, back shots are the order of the day. Yes.
What did I see? Someone on Instagram had a reels that was when he asks me if we can try the other hole. I'm like, oh, God, really? Do you want me to get pregnant?
Hey, bomb sex joke. That's what that is. Now that leads me on nicely on. Well, I say nicely onto the thing I want to show you. This, look, okay. I don't usually try and big things up too much.
Okay.
But this might be the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, well, that's saying something, because I know things about you, like I've heard things you said off air.
Yes, exactly. You've seen the dark side of Kev.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the non-publishable, the violating terms of service stuff that doesn't get aired here.
The would definitely get Kev cancelled thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is from a podcast, right?
Okay.
The basic setup is people email in with their conundrums and social faux pas and stuff and what they want advice. It makes for good comedic fodder. It's typical podcast tripe.
Mm-hmm.
And this came across my timeline, and I was listening to it, and I felt a bit sick.
Oh.
I felt a little bit.
It made you sick.
I felt a little bit sick.
What's it going to do the rest
and
of it?
now I have to inflict that upon you.
Okay.
You know this is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Technically, I don't think we need a content warning. I don't think so. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, no, I don't think we do. But it is genuinely grotesque.
Okay.
So, yeah. Let's.
Oh, it's all way at the end. You got it queued up for us already.
Oh yeah. No, this is it's at the end of the thing. Where are we?
If we look at the scrub feed, would it be like the big spike? Is it the last couple of minutes where everyone goes to watch this bit? Yep, it is exactly where it is. Yep.
This one is from Melissa. Dear William Jordan and EPB, I'm afraid I have a devastating dilemma for you. I'm currently house-sitting for my parents whilst they're away on holiday for a week. On the first night, after a few glasses of wine, I got under the bed to plug my phone charger into the wall. There I found a very pretty shoebox.
Oh, no, don't look in the shoebox under the bed.
Based on...
So it's already going great places.
You know where this... Oh, God, yes. You absolutely know where this is going.
You don't...
Why are you sleeping in your parents' bed? Don't you have they only have a guest bedroom that they put you up in?
But even so, I wouldn't be looking around. Don't be looking around. Don't be doing it.
Especially not under the bed.
Yeah, that's not your space.
Anything kept under the bed is definitely not your space.
You were not invited into that arena at all.
That's kind of like looking behind someone's bathroom mirror. You know, like, yes, it's a mirror and technically it's open, but it's closed for a reason.
Yeah. The
little kitchen cabinet behind the mirrors, yes.
So you're thinking, oh, it's not great. It gets so much worse.
How vanilla my parents seem, I thought I would do no harm to open the box.
No!
As it was probably some form of family memorabilia.
It's always the vanilla ones. It's them that like...
It's you, Kevin.
Yes.
I was very wrong.
Oh, Jesus. Why would you look?
Oh, I don't even know if I can read this.
Why would you bloody look? Why?
Imagine my shock as I opened it to find my mother's very large and realistic battery-powered boyfriend.
Fair enough.
A battery...
It's obviously
a dildo.
Hindsight is great, and I know now that I should have left it there, but my curiosity would unfortunately get the better of me.
What do you mean? What curiosity? No.
It's a big cock in a box. What else do you need to know?
Yeah, there's no curiosity.
Don't touch it. Don't pick it up.
You just
not yours.
Okay, yeah, it's not. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's probably clean, but you don't know. You hope so.
Well, Kristi. let's let our correspondent tell the tale themselves.
Being alone and horny, and also quite impressed by the XL veiny monster I had in my hands.
No.
Oh no!
No.
Okay, first thing it's just for dust reasons. Wash everything. If it's been sat for a while, you definitely want to get some soap on there and some hot water. Wash that shit up. Put it in the dishwasher. Even better. Take out the batteries. Put it in the dishwasher.
Oh no! Oof. Okay.
Use your mum's dildo. Tell me what. Tell me. Well, please.
I can't.
I can't.
That plummy voice.
Read it.
Yeah.
People are disgusting.
She did not.
I gave it a wash, turned it on, and slipped it in.
Oh, there you go. At least she washed it. At least she washed it. I'm giving her points for that.
I'm sorry, right? No, you can't breeze past in a single sentence, what just took place there, you just inserted your mother's sexual aid into yourself.
Yep.
You can't breeze past that with, gave it a wash, slipped it in.
At
No.
least she gave it a wash.
Well, good hygiene. Good hygiene.
Yeah.
At least from a physical point of view. Emotionally, it's the dirtiest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Oh yeah, you just leave that. You put the cover back on. You slide it back where you found it.
Grotesque. Exactly. And hope that she doesn't realise that you've seen it.
Yep.
Like, you've got to make sure it looks like it's exactly in the same
Goatless.
position as it was before. Anyway.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, you need to put a bit more respect on that situation. You can't be breezing past in one sentence. Like, that's... Yeah. Isn't it incest to use a family member's sex toy? Well...
Don't think so.
Seamstress, I don't think it is. But, like, I think your question becomes more pertinent later.
Mm.
There's Mary and Josephine on the baby Jesus on a fucking bike. What the hell?
So not to go into too much detail, all I'll say is the Beast was amazing. It hit all the right spots.
Oh.
I've been using the device for the last 3 days now, and
No! Just no.
I think I can see a potential twist coming here, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'd Google it to see if they had a newer version for me to buy myself, as I can't exactly steal my mother's vibrator when I leave in a few days' time. No apostrophe. The only markings were a faint name on the base embossed in the plastic. Upon closer in... Oh no! It gets worse!
Oh, how does it get worse? She's using her mum's dildo, for Christ's sake.
No!
What? What?
The only markings were a faint name on the base embossed in the plastic. Upon closer inspection, I could now see the brand. It read, Clone a Willy.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Yes. Just...
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Turns out I've been getting the best orgasms of my life from a replica of my father's penis.
Oh!
How am I meant to proceed from here?
You're not.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Technically not incest,
Far too close to it, though.
but very close.
It's simulated incest.
Yeah, that's accurate. That's accurate.
Oh, it's so gross. It's the grossest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Well, for a moment, I thought it was going to be her father's dildo.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, as in it was his to use. You know? So
Well, I
like,
suppose we don't technically know. He might have cloned himself.
He could have used it on himself. Yeah, I guess.
It could be a communal endeavor.
If she pegs him with it.
Yeah, look, you don't know. It's
Yeah.
a thing, you know. Oh God.
Oh well, that is a thing that is in my head now forever. and
Yeah.
ever, until I die.
Yeah. Also, yeah, why didn't they call it Clone a Boner? Yeah,
Oh, that would be good.
that's way
Yeah.
better.
You should
Yeah.
start a company.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I did see on Reels a guy who decided to do this to like make a replica or make a cast of his Willy. And he said, it wasn't until I got my cast, I took it all off and I got to hold it in my hand that I realized how wonderful and understanding my wife is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's it? Like, I held it in my hand. Like, is that really? Because the gun feels a little bit bigger when it's attached to something else, but when you just got it, free floating, it's not that impressive.
It's not, but then you actually look at the dynamics of the lady bits.
Yeah, they're not that big.
Yeah, they're really not meant to take that much.
They can stretch.
They
obviously,
can.
But they're not meant to stay that way.
No.
That's just a brief
and there's
moment in time.
there's there's a depth issue. Like, at a certain point, it's just wasted. Like, she's got internal organs, mate. Like, you're not going to be able to insert that
Yeah,
much,
exactly.
You know?
Yeah, precisely. It's a cul-de-sac.
Indeed, yes. It is not the fucking yellow brick road.
It's not the Autobahn.
True, although there is no speed limit.
Exactly.
So-
That's true. There is no speed limit, but it's not the Autobahn. It is definitely a cul-de-sac.
True. So anyway,
When your sack meets her sack.
literally.
That's the end.
Literally. So, that's, yeah. I just wanted to bring that to you.
Well, thanks for ruining all of our... Like, that's it. I guess I don't feel hungry anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Please play
Seems
the video I
Dragon,
sent. It's okay. What video did you send me? Did you send me a video?
Hitting the IUD sounds fucking painful.
Yeah, no, that's not ideal.
It would probably poke, I'd imagine.
Oh, hang on. I think this story is pretty bad. Wedding makeup artist reveals bride walked in on groom being breastfed. Okay, I mean, you
All
have
right,
my
is this the rabbit hole
attention.
we're going down? Is
Yeah.
this the rabbit hole we're going down?
Apparently. Yeah. Okay.
I did a wedding the other day, and
Well, that is extraordinarily quiet.
Yes.
Jenny says to me, I did a wedding the other day, and you never guess what happened. She said the bride needs to go to the toilet just before the ceremony. This is like pre-ceremony. And she walked into the toilet, and what she saw is enough to end a wedding. What do you think she saw?
Was he with someone else?
No, worse.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Worse.
Get
Worse.
I don't
Worse
know.
than anything sexual. But he was in there. The groom was in there.
doing drugs?
No. He was being breastfed by his mum.
Oh.
Sorry, what? Why would you marry a man that's getting bitten?
Well, I don't think she knew that was what was happening.
One last. Why is his mum still producing milk?
She's obviously been doing it continuously
The whole
to
time.
get to that bit.
Absolutely.
Would you call it the wedding?
Yes.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fucking grotesque. Yes, don't like literally. You need to cut the fucking strings at that point. Like,
Yeah,
no.
I'm pretty sure that's like grounds for divorce. Not that you actually like. I don't think. Do you have no fault divorce in the UK?
In the UK, yes, yeah.
Yeah. So they don't actually need grounds, but even like I just.
Well,
think you
technically,
would-
they weren't married yet, were they?
No, but even if the ceremony took place and you walked in on it, like that's it. Nope, I can never look at you again.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I can't have Christmas dinner with your family.
True.
So maybe wondering where the ice cream came from.
Oh, this is delightful. Okay, so the initial the plummy voiced chap
Yes.
responding to one of the things underneath one of his videos. Someone says, "What's the etiquette of rubbing one out under the table?" To which she responds, "You ask this on almost every video. May I suggest you seek professional help?" Yeah, that's fair enough.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
think so.
absolutely. Don't forget, everyone, you can give me money for creating this.
Yeah. If you
Slop.
make a train go choo choo, you know what Kevin will do too.
Exactly. I will finger your dad's bumhole. God. But he's into it. He's into it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
the replica cock.
True. God almighty.
Oh, see, this is my rear end. This is why we're not doing politics tonight. Did you see the all caps of my rear end?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Trump promises to declare a national emergency.
Yeah, we're not doing. I thought we
Okay.
weren't doing politics.
Yeah, I know. Because
I thought we were going to ignore politics for the next 4 years.
Yes, we are. That's the plan. That's the current plan.
No, we're not going to. I will have to force it upon Kristi at some point because.
Yeah, I'm still not. It's only been a couple of weeks. It's been like what, 14 days or something.
Yeah.
I need more time to mourn. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
It doesn't have to mourn the end of a democracy.
what was the reply to their dad's cock story? I think they just went like, tough shit, deal with it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you open that door.
Yeah.
Like it's really a no one but you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, You didn't need. I mean, okay, you made the initial mistake. You looked in the box. Curiosity got the better of you. Okay, we've all made mistakes. The using of your mother's dildo is far too far.
Yep.
Far
that's
too.
already-
That's totally unacceptable.
Yeah, there's bad decisions and there's terrible decisions.
Yeah, and then when you find out, like, the Faustian pact you have made, that's tough shit. No, enjoy.
Fucking eatable. You could just call it the eatable dildo.
Yeah, exactly. It
Edible.
is. It's very Freudian. There's a lot of nonsense going on there. Yeah. Enjoy your swimming in the lake of fire. Is all I can say. You have strayed from the path of righteousness, and you will be punished. Anyway, so
Fucking people.
CoffeeZilla, a person that
Yeah.
do you think you introduced me to him, if
Yes,
I recall
I did.
correctly?
I did.
Investigating MrBeast. Now, I've had my problems with MrBeast for a long time, but never enough to really even cover it. But like,
yeah, I guess we should talk a little bit about the MrBeast. Again, there's a whole drama now. There are multi-dramas around MrBeast and corruption.
yeah, he's a piece of shit. Like you can point to things he's done that have made demonstrably positive impacts on people's lives. Right, he got was it eyesight surgery for like 100 people or whatever, and that's nice.
built
That's
some
great.
houses. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
but he
been
did it to make more money. I mean, he
Yeah.
gave them money, but he made 10 times as much money as he gave.
Exactly, like he always exploits the people, even if he's helping them. But
Yes.
even so, like you think, okay, well, that's at least something positive did come out of it. But so much of what he does, that isn't the case. It's just a waste of fucking time, at best. And now we're involved with this potential, alleged crypto scammery, and then there's the thing with was it Lunchables?
Oh
thing?
yeah. Oh, we should definitely. I mean, there's probably a whole rabbit hole of MrBeast shit we could go down.
Yeah, which for those who don't know, he already had a line, but they changed it to Lunchables, where he and some other fucking grifty YouTube cunt it's like kids' food basically, but like Lunchly, sorry, is the name for it, and they're moldy and shit and like obviously not edible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just gross. This is what happens when an idiot is allowed into the world of capitalism with no guardrails.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is what happens. It's Elon Musk buying entire nations, and this dickhead like exploiting gullible children on the internet.
Speaking of dickheads, did you see that Elon Musk showed up at the Alex Jones hearing to try to undo the auction for the Onion?
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, like somehow now randomly I have a stake in this. Allegedly, it was to claim that the Twitter handle or the X handle either wasn't part of it or had no value. I don't really know what pretense, but I think the whole point of it is to get them to redo the auction so that he can buy it and give it to Roger Stone.
Yes, I think that's basically the thing. Yeah. I mean, he's just a massive piece of shit. Like, why has he been on the calls with like world leaders and Trump?
Yeah, Iran, Ukraine.
Like, I said this before. He was in the call with Zelensky. And so there is a reasonable chance that Zelensky was like, trying to save his country. And Elon Musk brought up Peanut the squirrel.
Get out. Yes. You didn't hear that. You're just...
This is speculation, but like there is a non-zero chance that happened.
It was
This
a
is
take on
more-
Peanut Coin.
Yeah. He's a piece of shit. And if he died, the world would be better.
Not going to disagree with that.
Yeah. Anyhow, MrBeast.
I investigated MrBeast, who was recently accused of making $23 million with insider trading and scams. I wanted to know the full story, so I reached out to everyone, from researchers to crypto projects, even to MrBeast himself.
Still doing the fake steam on the coffee.
Yeah.
Consistent.
By the way,
I like it.
someone in the chat, who was that? Elliot Warman. How did Kevin Christie meet?
How did we meet? It was a rainy night in Bavaria. Kristi was locked in a castle. She let her hair down, I climbed up. I defeated a
I
dragon.
like to have my hair pulled. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she really does. And then we married, split up, married several times. It was very much like Elizabeth Taylor and
Burton. Yeah,
and,
we were
Richard
just like
Burton.
Liz and Richard. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a love story as old as time itself.
No, I think what actually happened was I was starting to get into YouTube. Kevin's channel was one that I was familiar with, and I don't know how. I honestly don't know how, but I got invited to a Facebook group. I think with Laughing Witch.
Yeah,
Started. This was
yeah,
about
yeah.
the Thunder. This is about the Thunderfoot when she like wrote a letter of complaint to his department because he was being a dickhead online and he lost his fucking shit.
Mm.
And people were kind of because he had basically targeted her business and brigaded it.
Yes.
And early, like a Yelp review kind of mass downvoting and dogpiling. And I think I got involved in that group or reached out to help or something. And Kevin and I met through that group. And then I don't know what happened, Laughing Witch kind of fell off, but then that's how I met Christiosity. That's how we met Steve. People who also like Aslan eventually became part of that group. And there was a whole bunch of...
There were loads of fucking awesome people in that group.
Yeah.
I got to know Cat Black through that group.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I'm in a Cat Black video. For those who don't know, I voiced an anarchist philosopher or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, had some dealings with H-Bomber Guy before he became too big and famous to pay attention to little channels like ours.
Yeah. Francesca Ramsey was in there as
yeah,
well.
yes. She was in there for a bit.
There was some fucking dope
yeah.
people in there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anyway, so that happened. My story was cooler, though.
Yeah, it had gothic vibes to it.
It did, and a dragon.
Yeah, and hair pulling.
Yeah. There was implied sexual congress. Yeah.
And let me say, the story is more complicated than you think. I want to be clear. What MrBeast did, what his team did, is shady. But what we care about is, did he cross that bright red line from shady to illegal scam? And contrary to what Twitter says, I don't think that...
I see that bright red line, I think, is a line in your fucking head. I don't care whether it's, like, illegal or whatever. Like, it's shady as fuck. I don't need to prove illegality. This is not a fucking court of law, mate. If you've been doing shady shit, I'm going to fucking call that. Can someone link the Cat Black video? I don't have it. It's called something like... Type in Cat Black anarchism. And that should get you to it, I think. That's assuming she hasn't taken it down. But she might have done. It was 4 years ago or something.
That's an easy answer. Instead, I think the answer will depend on you. If you love MrBeast, there will be an explanation at every turn and a scapegoat. But if you hate MrBeast, what I'm about to show you will seem unethical and like a clear abuse of fame for money. So already, this story is difficult, but I want to make you aware of 2 more things which matter. First, I have gone to MrBeast's team to try to fact check this story extensively, and they declined to fact check or comment on my many questions. Instead, they gave me a statement which we will get to. Secondly, I have a bit of history with MrBeast. I interviewed and spoke positively about him in the past, but also his new co-founder is suing me, and his other co-founder threatened to sue me. So you can make of that what you will. As always, I just want to let you know where I'm coming from. And I've tried
so Logan Paul is the one suing Coffeezilla. Whereas Jake
or
Paul,
telling the truth about him.
Yes, and Jake Paul is the one that punched an old man for money.
What did Kendrick say? Don't tell lies about me and I won't tell the truth about you.
That's what did he?
Mm-hmm.
He also said the diss track.
Wop 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 wop. Don't fuck him up. Yep, he said a lot of things.
You are very urban. Can we just say, I didn't realise I was doing a fucking show with Tupac. What's going on here?
All sides of the story. We're going to start with the major allegations against MrBeast and build on those. They come from two sources. Firstly, an investigation by Soma XBT, which claims MrBeast made $10 million by backing low-cap crypto tokens, which are down 90%. And the second investigation comes from a group of 5 people who investigated MrBeast and found $23 million in profits from, quote, scams, shady deals, and his network. Now, there are a lot of crypto projects they go over. And I want to be clear, some of these allegations I agree are bad. Others I think are actually worse than have been reported. And still other allegations I simply disagree with them on. So we're going to start with what I don't agree with. According to the report, Polychain Monsters, or PMON, is a project which KSI promoted heavily. MrBeast did not. But MrBeast did get in the presale and make a lot of money. And thus, the conclusion is made, it's highly likely MrBeast made an investment from that.
Firstly, I mean, all of the things to do with cryptocurrency anger me. All of it. P monster, fuck off. I hate all of you. You people are fucking scum. Anyway, I found the Cat Black video.
Oh, you did? Okay.
For those who are vaguely interested in that. But also,
I
thought it was 4 years ago. It was 7 years ago.
Yeah, because you're old, Kevin.
I am.
And that's what happens. Like, time, it doesn't have bright lines. The older you get, when you're like, I'm about to be 7, you know, like, I'm going on 12. Very bright lines between 11 and 12. Once you get above 25, it all starts to, I don't know, a couple years ago, 10 years ago.
Yeah, where did those years go? That really does not seem that long ago. Anyway, yeah, I'll put it in chat for anyone who wants to watch me read various things on a thing. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, hello there, Mouselander and Mouselander Raiderinos. You can hit the follow button.
Ooh, welcome.
Or not, if you don't want to. Like, I can't make you. I would if I could, and I will when I can, but I can't right now. You have been warned. That is very weird. Why have you created this image? This is, yeah, that's a thing that exists now. It doesn't need to. It shouldn't, but it does.
Who's that on the far right?
Well, I mean, I sure love the fact that you've called her far right. That's No Justice of the MTGs.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen her face before. So.
Well, there you go. Now you have. Well, our friend Elliot in chat has taken to inserting us into various things.
Nice.
Including they had the one of you know, the famous image of the assassination of Osama bin Laden, where it's like Hillary Clinton looks shocked and Barack Obama is tense and all. You know, that war room thing. And they've replaced all of the faces with like me and you and No Justice and fucking other leftoids. You know. Yeah, they find it very amusing for some reason. Yeah.
No, it's good. Well, nicely done. I appreciate it.
Isn't that transphobic? No, well, no, because you're not literally saying this person is like, I'm also not MrBeast. It's a joke, isn't it? Like when someone plastered me and Rory Cats onto Lenin and Stalin, I don't think it was literal. It was just. Also, I love the fact that they put the facial hair on Rory Cats.
You know,
fun.
I would say whenever I see Elon Musk criticizing Keir Starmer and the Labour government, I like the government a little bit more. He was moaning about the rich farmer tax rollback. He said that he's no different from Stalin. Like, Elon Musk is a fucking moron.
Bisexual icon. Yeah.
For putting up with some tax. Yeah, that does not make you Stalin.
Well, it's not even putting up tax. It's essentially closing a tax
loophole. Yes.
So for those who don't know, I should explain. Land being passed on was not taxable under inheritance tax laws, right? Now, in theory, that was a good thing because it's about, like, we shouldn't financially disincentivize people keeping family farms going because we want to be able to grow our own crops and shit, right? We saw with like the Ukraine-Russia thing that we are susceptible to fluctuations in worldwide produce markets because we don't grow enough of our own shit, right? Except, of course, what it means is that, you know, if Lord blah 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 wants to pass on half of fucking Lincolnshire to his son, he can do so without, having to pay fucking inheritance tax, which is ridiculous. And so a lot of rich bastards have decided to buy up loads of farmland because it's a way of essentially storing your money as assets that then can be passed on without paying inheritance tax, which is just a tax loophole,
Mm-hmm.
And so the government have closed that loophole, but it's literally going to affect like 1.5% of landowners, and again, it's just the richest. But ordinary ass farmers are like being roped into it because, understandably, they're like scared for their industry or whatever, and it's a shame because it's just fucking rich bastards astroturfing again.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway.
That insider information of KSI's promotional deal. But there's simply no evidence provided of this. I have the same thoughts about Jigstack, another coin which KSI promotes.
Hate all of you. I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. Cunts.
And the conclusion is, though MrBeast did not officially follow Jigstack, in his network, KSI was involved in promoting Jigstack. From this information, MrBeast invested and made a large return. Here again, there is
also the fact that KSI is involved in this.
Yes.
Definitely, I now
Red light.
understand why KSI has like pivoted to being a Trump stan.
Yeah, instead of being a rapper.
Yeah. Yeah. True. In the same way that fucking Amber Heard did, because they know that if you come out as a Trump stan, he'll just pardon you. Like the SEC will be muted before you. It's just corruption all the way down. It's an oligarchy.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, it was always, but now it's like even more blatantly so.
Yeah, look, it makes the era of the robber barons look, positively quaint.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, oh, this is the South Africa Elon Musk grew up in, which is a bunch of white men and a couple white women, and then some token sellouts in a room, and they're just dividing the country up amongst themselves.
Yeah. Also, on a point, someone mentioned in my chat the other day a certain old, let's say, acquaintance of ours, a certain Mr. Carl of Swindon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sargon of Akkad. And so I thought, well, I don't watch his shit anymore, but I went to like check out what he's been up to. And honest to God, there's like the usual far right shit of like, I don't know, there's a genocide against white farmers in South Africa and blah blah blah.
Bullshit, yeah.
Right? There's that kind of entry level far right conspiracy nonsense. He's now on the defending the existence of Rhodesia. Like, which is like, that's like expert level. That's like, you are so far in the source at that point. I don't know, you can be saved. That is a high tariff maneuver of far right bullshit.
Yeah, what's even an equivalent of that?
I don't know. He's too far gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, he has to keep pandering farther and farther to the right? There's always a spiral of not purity, but a spiral of extremism.
Yeah, it's like a lack of virtue signaling.
Yeah, you can't be outflanked. You have to keep being the most extreme. Even
though again, it's
yeah.
it's like it's a ever decreasing circles situation because they hate you. Like, he doesn't seem to realise that on the far right they fucking hate the guy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how much you want to pander to this. Like, you're never going to be one of them, or you're never going to be accepted as one of them.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway.
Isn't concrete proof. Now, I asked the team who wrote this piece, and the lead author, Casper Vanderlook, told me, quote,
"That's not a name either. Dutch. I'm telling you."
Casper's fun though.
Casper is fun, but like fucking Jizz Hornkamp, Castor Vanderlook, Jan Venninger of Hesselink, these are not real fucking names. Stop it.
having known MrBeast having a very strong connection with KSI, it's basically highly probable he was vested as a result of KSI. No concrete evidence, just going off probabilities. But I'm gonna say I don't agree with that, and I'm going to toss those probabilities aside. I think they reach too far. Instead, I'm going to stick with what we can prove happened. Luckily, the biggest claims in this report, the biggest moneymakers, are much better supported by evidence. Starting with Super. This is the project MrBeast is alleged to have made the most amount of money on, over $10 million based on a pre-sale of $100,000. As for evidence, we have leaked screenshots showing MrBeast telling Super's founder that he can do $100K. Then we have a wallet that both investigations trace to MrBeast, sending $100K to the pre-sale wallet. And then we have the same wallets getting millions of these Super tokens in a period of unlocks, which were almost all sold aggressively. Now, why is this bad? Well, MrBeast is obviously hugely influential, and he publicly associated himself with the project twice. Once on March 3rd, 2021, he responded to a tweet with eyeball emojis, and then he interacted a second time on May 12th, 2021. This is much worse. The founder, Elio Trades, had tweeted, "There's a gym sitting there on the market at eye-watering prices, set to explode during the DeFi Summer 2.0. MrBeast's response, Super? But what he doesn't say is that he'd already purchased a huge stake in Super at this point, and on the day that he's tweeting, he was selling tokens, allegedly. Not only that, he had been selling tokens and continued to sell tokens. In the 72 hours after the May 12th tweet, MrBeast sold about $200,000 worth of these tokens. And remember the context. He's responding to the founder of the coin discussing a gym at eye-watering prices that's going to explode during the summer. And MrBeast's response is the coin he's selling. So publicly, it's signaling, hey, Super is this undervalued coin, and privately, MrBeast allegedly sold. Now, I ran these wallets by MrBeast, as well as the accusation, but I didn't get a reply. Instead, I got a heavily lawyered statement from a spokesman, who I'm going to warn you is about to complicate things. Quote, "These investments were made and managed in consultation with industry experts to ensure full compliance with all appropriate rules and regulations. The wallet is not owned or managed by Jimmy, but rather a fund led by respected and sophisticated managers. The fund closely evaluated and scrutinized hundreds and hundreds of opportunities, which resulted in several investments. Some have been more successful, others less, and others still works in progress. The fund's investment strategies apply the same rigorous standards as many other experienced investors in the field."
We're just as much of a bunch of scumbags as everyone else. But technically we didn't break any laws, so, like, yeah, fuck you. Still, just go fuck yourself. God. What is this video? It's called Investigating MrBeast by CoffeeZilla.
Now, I have a lot of questions, but the big thing is Jimmy denies doing any of the trading or managing the trading and blames it on a fund. So I asked some obvious follow-up questions. What is the name of this fund? Who are the industry experts? And what rules and regulations were followed that allowed you to tweet about a coin while your fund is selling? I didn't get a response. It's worth mentioning the spokesman is Matthew Hiltzik, a well-known crisis management consultant. Thankfully,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein.
Say nothing. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Exactly. Very-
online, there's
Go on, sorry?
No, that was it. I was done.
Oh, okay.
still are a number of clues we can follow to try to find the right person for this fund. The reason most people link MrBeast to this wallet we've been tracking is mostly based on a tweet by MrBeast saying he bought a specific crypto punk, which belonged to an account which goes by...
What the fuck is a crypto punk?
Oh, it's an NFT.
Oh, fuck.
It's an NFT series called CryptoPunk.
I fucking hate everyone. Honestly, humanity needs to cease. It's the only answer.
We're on our way. It's the warmest year on record, and we're not breeding anymore. Population rates are falling.
Good.
So
Always pull out.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang Clan. People assumed, understandably, that this was MrBeast's wallet. But what is lesser known is that another account has also tweeted about CryptoPunks and has the same ties back to Wu-Tang Clan. A guy named Jason...
Not the actual Wu-Tang Clan, though.
No, I think it definitely a different Wu-Tang.
The RZA, the Jizza, the Ghostface Killer have nothing to do with this. Okay?
No, you can't copyright like a name. So
Yeah. True. But like, I mean,
I
I know
it works. You can, but
I
if
know.
you wanted to write a book called Wuthering Heights, there's actually nothing stopping you.
Yeah, like I know cash rules everything around them, dollar bill, you'll get the money. But I don't think they are actually connected to this particular
no.
financial
No,
transactions.
like, separate. When you hear Wu-Tang Clan throughout the rest of this, do not think of the actual good Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Williams. He's followed by MrBeast on Twitter, and he's the author of a book on Bitcoin.
Thank you to James Holmes with 5 gifted memberships on the YouTubes.
Yay!
Honestly, I think I'm going to have to suck you dry, mate. It's going to have to happen. Oh, I was chatting. I amused a lady friend of mine the other night by describing my clit sucking technique as trying to suck the chocolate off a Malteser.
Yeah, I see that. That works.
And she said, A, yes. And B, like, that was really funny. Like, she laughed. She did little piggy snorts. That's how much she laughed at that.
Well, I'm glad you made her happy, at least in one way.
Yes.
Maybe more. Maybe
yes.
later on, maybe was convincing. Maybe she wanted to,
Well, she is in a committed and monogamous relationship currently. I believe we are friends and no more. There we go.
Okay.
Statement made. Not that she's watching or anything. No, why the fuck would anyone watch this? Imagine watching this. Imagine how sad you'd have to be to watch this, Kristi. Like, what would that say about a person if they were watching this?
Yes, like, absolutely. Just two dickheads talking about dickheads.
Like, do you know how much cool shit is around on the internet? If you've chosen to watch this, you're broken. There's something wrong with you. Seek media help.
So he's a crypto guy. And I found Jason tweeting about another CryptoPunk saying, I hope you enjoy your new home, sold for 100 ETH. That sale he's talking about links back to the same address MrBeast does, Wu-Tang Clan. On YouTube, there's even more clues. Jason can be seen surfing wearing a Wu-Tang Clan shirt, and his brand name, Going Parabolic, happens to be owned by the same MrBeast wallet, goingparabolic.eth. So there's very good evidence that Jason Williams was also involved in this same wallet, which means that it might be true that MrBeast wasn't the guy buying or selling, which would be good for MrBeast and bad for these investigations. But just when I thought MrBeast might have no say in what this wallet did, I saw this podcast with Logan Paul, where Jimmy discusses CryptoPunks once again, and things get complicated.
So me and Logan both bought punks. You guys have probably seen on
Not me. I just want to point out hashtag not all Logans.
Yeah.
Twitter that he bought a bunch of CryptoPunks at the same time, right?
Yep.
When Gary pulled us in that call.
Yep.
So have you ever told that story?
No.
Gary V, it's like 11 p.m. just out of nowhere, just calls me and he's like, yo, I got like 30 people to call, hop in. I'm like, I don't care. He's like, it'll be the best decision of your life, just get in. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And so I just joined the call, and I just see like Logan, and I don't even know these other people. I don't want to put them on blast.
Every heavy hitter you can imagine who's worth $1 billion was on this one call, and Gary V is in the little corner, the little square. He's going, CryptoPunks. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be the next Facebook.
Such a dumb fucking face.
Yeah. Well,
He's
he's a dumb person.
Yeah.
But all of us were like, okay,
Everyone's
Gary.
judging. I'm texting Logan.
He's
I'm
like,
like, Gary
is
lost
this
his
legit?
mind.
Bro, all of us were like, yo, Gary's nuts. Yo, Gary was right again.
Yeah, Gary V's a piece of shit as well. Yes, that is true.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, I'm aware
I
of
don't.
Gary.
Okay.
I've seen him do, like, he does sort of business related talks that I've seen, and it's like, it's just sort of pablum.
Okay.
He's obviously a scammer. On at least on a moral level, I can't say that I know he's done anything illegal for covering my arse reasons, but like, everything about him is a red flag. If you just listen to what he has to say, like, it's bad.
I bought.
Also, Logan Paul, every heavy hitter worth $1 billion was in a fucking. If you're worth $1 billion, are you in a fucking Zoom call at 3 a.m. with a YouTuber? Probably not. Not if you're worth $1 billion. I really don't think so. You're probably running a business, so you probably get up at a reasonable time, I imagine.
I mean, you have more money than you could spend in a lifetime. You don't need to be on a on YouTube
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, it's all bollocks. Also, he's wearing a shirt with a Steve Jobs quote on it. Instantly get in the wood chipper, you fucking bitch.
Wait. Yeah, I bought quite a few.
How many?
I don't want to say, but
You have to say,
please.
bro, you have to.
I bought multiple ones. Yeah.
Well, bro, are you in double digits, punks?
Just shy.
Huh. Well, this clip is very interesting because Jimmy said he made the decision to get CryptoPunks based on a call with Gary Vee. But those punks are owned by the wallet we just said was controlled by Jason. So it appears sometimes MrBeast is telling Jason what to buy for this fund. MrBeast then later talks about selling these CryptoPunks and rolling the money into a new project. And once again, it sounds like he's in charge.
Well, I've already sold quite a few of them, so I don't.
What?
The
Dude, he's on to the
are
next
expensive.
thing.
I bought a bunch of, so then I rolled the money into V Friends because Gary, same thing, called me. He's like, V Friends. I was like, I don't know, but last time I made money, sure.
I'll be honest, these clips to me make it difficult to assume MrBeast had no idea what's going on. He
course
talks
he
about
does.
CryptoPunks and
Yeah, like, what the fuck? It makes it absolutely clear that he did know what was going on.
Yeah, he's always buying low at the start of it because he's got insider information.
Yeah.
And then they promote it to their audience, and then their audience buys it. The price goes up because, supply and demand, and then they dump it.
Yeah.
It's a classic pump and dump.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not the good kind.
No, pump and normal pump and grind.
Mm.
Way more fun than a pump
Exactly.
and dump.
Again, Malteser. Use the Malteser method. It does work.
V Friends like personal investments. And on Twitter, he says that not only he bought CryptoPunks, he also tweets about loading up on V Friends. But again, I have to say, it is also abundantly clear Jason Williams was involved. He says, "Hey Gary, thanks for the V Friends gift code. It was a gift from Gary to MrBeast. I'm very thankful for it. He didn't have to send."
Yeah, imagine having all this money and you're spending your time buying fucking CryptoPunks.
Well, if you can make $500,000 off of it, because you can scam your audience. who
Well, yeah,
trust
but again,
you.
it's fucking trash. It's trash.
Oh
like,
yeah, it's actually.
See, this
exploitative,
is
but what they do.
This is why I played the thing earlier to you. I think, like on a kind of philosophical level. It wasn't planned this way, but it works out nicely. I make you watch things like Danzy Sings Big and like doing yourself with a dildo made in the shape of your father's penis.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother's dildo. Literally disgusting. Anyway, because you have introduced me to the world of this. Now I have to know what a crypto punk is. So I feel like it's reciprocal.
Poisoning or pain. Masochism?
It's fighting violence with violence.
Okay.
Is the way I like to think of it. Yeah, it's necessary.
Okay.
Anything. So once again, Jason Williams appears to be involved and have something to do with the trading or management of MrBeast's crypto wallet, but we know MrBeast made some of the decisions. So of course, I asked MrBeast to explain himself if he had any say over the trading, but once again, there's no response. So now I want to turn back to Super. We know from leaked DMs that MrBeast and not Jason set up this pre-sale, and we know that MrBeast made the tweet. So now we have to guess. Here's what we know. We know MrBeast set up the pre-sale according to leaked screenshots. We know MrBeast made the tweet.
Yep.
But we don't know whether it was Jason doing the trading of Super, or if he was doing the trading, did MrBeast know about it? Did Jason know about the tweet? These are the questions that ultimately matter. And yes, I reached out to Jason Williams for a comment. He didn't reply. I did, however, get a hold of...
It's always a very good sign when none of the people who are being accused have anything to say.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, pleading the fifth does not necessarily imply guilt. It also doesn't necessarily imply innocence either.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, look, yeah, especially if you did it, do not talk to the fucking police.
Well,
And
that's just
even
good
if you,
advice
you know,
in general, I think.
Yeah, and if you didn't do it, then the chances are you should get a lawyer anyway, so you don't say something so the police don't pin it on you.
Yeah.
Either way, you should not speak to the police by yourself. You cannot talk yourself out of shit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I very much now view the police as an enemy. They're not there to help me. So I don't want to talk to them regardless.
Yeah, I guess I've seen enough. Well, you know me, my true crime. I've watched enough interrogation videos where they like explain the police technique, knowing that police can straight up to fucking lie to you
Yeah.
about stuff, and play mind games with you, and they have to like they do all this kind of stuff to make you feel like you can't leave, even though technically you can, and they could just take your words. You might say something wrong. You might half remember something and then change it because you remembered something. They're like, oh, now you're changing your story. Like, no, I just didn't remember everything at once. No. Get a lawyer.
Yeah.
Get a lawyer. Do everything through your lawyer. Don't just talk to the cops. Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah. If I win the lottery, I will set up a space program for hamsters, says Flint. Yeah, that's probably a better use than basically every other billionaire has so far done. I think. If you want me to become
more feasible.
If you want me to become a billionaire,
yeah,
you can like the video, you can subscribe, you can do bits messages, you can become a member and do super chats. These are all things you can do, and I may invest in. There's an up and coming entrepreneur who wants to set up a space program for hamsters. So
get it on the ground.
Exactly.
Get it on the ground.
It's called Crypto Hamster.
Yeah, and then you get your Astro Hamster.
Yeah.
Sorry, Astro Hamster, and then you get your friends to invest in it, and they get their friends to invest in it, and they get their friends to invest in it, and pretty soon we have hamsters in space.
Yes, and they're there, and it's not a pyramid. It's not. You think that sounds like a pyramid scheme, but it's hamsters, so it can't be a pyramid. Doesn't it make sense? How would hamsters climb a pyramid? You're a fool into yourself.
They're not goats.
Exactly. Goats, well-known crypto scammers.
And climbers.
And climbers.
Goats climbs fucking anything.
Literally like the side of a fucking dam.
Yes.
Mental.
If there is like half of a ledge.
Yeah.
Half a hoof that they can get on there, they're like just scaling it.
I've got to risk my entire existence for this mulch. There's some moss 200 feet in the fucking air.
You know who would really enjoy some of that creative brutalism?
What?
Goats.
True.
They would.
They would.
It'd be goats hanging out on just random blocks of concrete.
But the problem is a goat couldn't finger anybody next to a brutalist building or otherwise because they literally don't have fingers. They could hoof somebody. But I'm not sure hoofing is a thing that we'll take on, if I'm honest. But I suppose people are into all sorts of weird shit. Like they're a mom's own dildo. Oh.
Dad's penis-shaped dildo. Oh. To be accurate here.
God, that's disgusting.
Now I got not like us in my head. They not like us. They not like us.
They're not.
Elio Trades, who is the founder of Super, and he insisted that MrBeast's tweet was not a part of a deal for promotion. But you should know, he also mentions how upset he was with how pre-sale investors sold their tokens, saying most of them sold, including MrBeast. So those are the facts. MrBeast gets involved in a pre-sale, for some reason tweets at this project twice, one time on the day his fund is selling tokens, where he seems to imply that they're undervalued. In total, he's alleged to have made $11 million with this deal, according to the report.
And that's why he did it.
Yeah, that's the headline there.
Yeah, I mean, why does he scam his followers? Because he can make $11 million.
Yep.
For fucking doing nothing except being famous and having people's trust. This is the benefit of parasocial relationships.
True. Which I would never exploit to get money. But bits messages. You can do bits messages because I'm awesome. Do you remember that one video I made that you liked? Yeah, you owe me.
When was the last time you actually made a video?
Oh, fucking years ago.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered. It's just fuck it. The algorithm's gonna fuck you either way. So
True.
Yeah. No token is undervalued. Yeah, literally, because it's all fake and rubbish and shit. They're all worthless. Kristi.
Oh, sorry, I got really distracted by a very funny meme. Can I send it to you?
You can. Although I am a little bit disappointed that you're looking at memes and not.
I know,
to
but
me.
I know I got really distracted by racist cowboys.
What?
Exactly. See?
Okay,
Don't
I am
blame me.
interested. One
Right.
actually unintentional piece of good news with the Twitter exodus is that without even trying, I've gained like 200 followers on
On Threads or Blue Sky?
Blue Sky, I think.
Yeah. Everyone's like the most boring fucking posts in my life these days are people on Threads going, "Oh, I haven't gained any followers in the last week. I lost 7 followers in the last 2 days. I gained 5,000." Like, I don't fucking care. I didn't subscribe to you so I could like know your metrics. Keep that shit to yourself. Ain't nobody caring about how many followers you do or don't have. I care whether or not you're saying something interesting and witty. Ugh. Exactly. All right, so you gonna put that picture up?
I am indeed. Let's have a look. What we got? We've got. Okay, I don't know how to make that bigger.
How do you make that? Yeah, can you download it?
I mean, I probably could, but can I be bothered? No.
All right. I guess you're gonna just have to read it out for the people. Who
I
can't see
will
it.
read it out. We're gonna go.
And also, you gotta center it better because right now it's like.
I just have shop.
Yeah.
You're not my mum. Although I would use your dildo, so. Apparently, some Italian guy travelled to all 50 states and made this. Okay. So, we've got the entirety of New England is just lobster.
Yep.
Fair enough, I guess. Then New York City is Jay-Z. Then you've got
also under Jay-Z is.
Well, I presume that's New Jersey and it's Italians. Which I can attest to because I saw a documentary. Called The Sopranos, which was about New Jersey, and they were Italians.
Yeah, absolutely.
Upstate New York is just farms. Not Philadelphia. Pennsylvania is Fresh Prince. Okay. Oh God Almighty! So Kentucky and West Virginia is KKK and incest.
There's a lot of that actually.
Yeah, Maryland and Virginia is go-go music.
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of hard to see on the map, but.
Yeah, the Carolinas are KKK and incest again.
Yep.
Actually, there's another big chunk there in Oklahoma and Alabama and all that shit is KKK and incest.
Yep.
Florida is. The ball sack and shaft are chaos. The foreskin is bikinis and cars.
But it's just north of that is
racism and food is is Georgia.
Yeah,
which is where Maria End is from. So I mean, maybe they can attest. Is it just racism and food?
Yeah. Moving over to Louisiana, keeping in the spirit of things.
Well, hang on, no.
Okay, because it's linked. It's linked.
Well, we've got whiskey in whatever state that is. One of the squished ones. I don't know. The Al is racism and Creole food.
Yes.
Creole itself being something of a racist term in the modern age, but there we go.
I think Creole, in terms of like food and culture, is acceptable in Louisiana.
Probably, but we're not in Louisiana.
No.
To vaguely quote the Wizard of Oz. Racist cowboys. That's just Texas.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of Kansas, The Wiz. You've then got, oh my God, whatever fucking Iowa and Nebraska, is that?
Part of Nebraska, I think. Yeah.
Corn.
Yep.
Fair enough. Illinois is Shy Iraq.
Chicago, I guess.
Well, that's what Chirac is, but like it's.
I don't know what Chirac. I don't get that, but.
Isn't it a rap thing?
Oh, it might be.
Yeah. Because I remember there was the rapper who made that album was interviewed, and he was like, it was during the first Iraq War, and they were like, oh, look at how shit this place is, and he was like, there's parts of Chicago that look like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Chirac.
Yeah. And then Ohio and Indiana is Ohio ? For some reason, the Upper Peninsula doesn't get anything. Just blank. That doesn't exist. Fair enough. Michigan is Detroit become human.
Yep. Don't know.
Don't know, yeah.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, which is definitely a part of Canada, is cheese.
Yeah, that's fair. And honestly, like, could be worse.
Yeah, it could have been a lot
Could
worse.
be bratwurst and racism.
Yeah. Craigslist kicker.
God, I miss the Craigslist kicker.
Amazing. Fucking who makes the crapper keeper out of a squirrel? It just sticks with me forever. It's amazing. Minnesota is Purple Rain.
Yeah, little Prince homage there.
Little Prince, yeah.
Mhm.
I still love when the filmmaker Kevin
Smith.
Kevin Smith, yes, of Clerks / Dogma fame. He went to make a documentary with Prince, which didn't actually end up being a documentary about Prince, but more ended up being a documentary about making a documentary about Prince.
Okay.
Because Prince essentially kicked him out in the end. And Prince is fucking mental, or was, he's dead.
Yeah.
And he had like recording equipment in every room of his house in case like he had a music idea whilst he was taking a shit. So and he said like you could communicate through it. So like he was literally taking a dump one day, and then Prince's fucking voice came through the walls like it was God. And he was like, "Oh, do you want a sandwich or something?" Like it was just like it's the most surreal shit. And he's like both deeply religious and like deeply like sexually neurotic or whatever.
Must be Catholic.
And he was such a freak. And he was talking to his staff, and his staff were like, he makes the most, outrageous demands or whatever. And eventually you realise you can just say, yeah, I'll do it, because he'll just forget and move on to another obsession within 5 seconds. And so he'll be like, get me 10 giraffes. Or he'll just come over to his staff and go, like, get me 10 giraffes. And you can't explain to him, where the fuck am I going to get 10 giraffes from? We're in rural Minnesota. It is 2 a.m. I can't get you 10 giraffes. So you just say, yeah, I'll get you 10 giraffes.
Yeah,
knowing that he'll forget about it within an hour and never ask about it ever again.
Fine. Be fine.
Yeah. Which is, anyway. So you've then got the Dakotas and Montana is Native Americans. If only they had that much land. If only. Montana, no, not Montana. Wyoming is mountains, which is fair enough, I guess.
Or is that Nebraska? I don't really know. I can't once we get out west, I'm a little bit lost. I know Idaho is potatoes.
Colorado is, and again, this isn't. You thinking to yourself, all these straight lines. Why would they do? No, that's just the rivers. The rivers are all completely straight, and then they go up at right angles. It's very strange. It looks weird, but it's Colorado is snow and weed.
Fair.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Arizona and New Mexico are natives and North Mexico.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because it was stolen.
Yeah. Idaho is just potatoes.
Yeah.
Washington is twilight.
Did you get Utah yet?
I have no. I'm circling around. Oregon is dysentery.
Well,
they never break.
The Oregon Trail. I don't know if an Italian did this, because if he's playing the Oregon Trail where you die of dysentery, that's a little too American centric.
Little bit. California is gays and vegans.
True.
Nevada is Satan.
I mean, Satan gets a bad rap, but he's a lot of fun to hang out with.
Yeah, and he's got all the best tunes.
Yep.
Utah is Mormon cult incest, which would be an amazing name for a band.
That's just a lateral move from KKK and incest, right?
Basically, yeah. It's sort of spicy incest. Hawaii is hula, kahlua, and volcanoes.
That's a good mix.
And then Alaska is igloos. Just igloos.
So that's what distracted me.
That's America.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know all of the things you would ever need to know about America.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's way easier geography than learning the actual states.
Yeah, exactly. Also, can we get some love for Kev knowing most of the states?
Yeah, you did really super well. I was very impressed.
Thank you. I was impressed with me too.
Oh wow, you had an Oregon Trail here too on the BBC Micro. But I mean, in Italy, like if you're Italian, did they have Oregon Trail for the whatever Apple back in the 80s or something.
Well, I mean, it could just be based also on the fact that the Oregon Trail was like a real thing. It could be just a historical thing.
But the game you like died of a snake bite, or quite often you all died of dysentery, and it just kind of like became, before a meme was a meme, it was kind of like it was a proto meme.
It was a preem.
It was yes.
So yeah, that's really bad. Now we're going to turn to another allegation, which is about Earn, or Eternity Chain.
I fucking hate you cunts! Every new phrase I'm forced to learn. Every new
Just flush
absurd
it out of your head, because it doesn't matter.
abuse of the English language.
Just flush it out of your head.
As well as
it's fine.
abuse of, like, trust and positions of power. You fucking... I need to enact terms of service against a lot of people.
There are some facts which are the same. There are others that are different. For example, instead of MrBeast setting up the deal directly, the team at Earn claims they never spoke to MrBeast. Quote, "We were speaking to his fund manager, and when I asked about these wallets selling allegedly over $4 million in tokens, they say, quote, MrBeast's fund was an early investor in our pre-sale. He had the same unlock schedule as everyone else. Were we happy with the way he sold? Definitely not. But legally, there was nothing we could have done." And then...
So again, it's all legal, but shady as shit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Brilliant. So he's still a fucking scumbag.
Well, I mean, it's like the whole stock market.
That's capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
They make the rules, so they just say, oh, you know, doing shady, horrible, fucked up shit is actually just legal.
Yeah.
So that's fine. It's good when you can rig the game in your own favour, isn't it?
Well, that's what they've been... I mean, that's what the aristocracy or the new rich been doing since the dawn of time, isn't it?
Literally.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Roman Senate. They're just out for themselves, exploiting workers. I mean, it's the oldest tale.
Yeah.
Just like with Super, they claim they didn't ask for a promotion of the project, but that MrBeast decided to comment once himself anyways. On March 9th, 2021, MrBeast responds to Eternity Chain saying, "This one will be hype." It's worth noting, once again, about 24 hours before saying this fund wallet purchased over $100,000 of Earn tokens in addition to the presale. Now, what is different about Super is that MrBeast's name was put publicly on the Eternity Chain website. On their investors and partners page, you might be asking, well, which is it? Is he an investor or a partner? And the answer is both. He got into the presale, and the Earn team also claims that he partnered with them for an NFT drop. Supposedly, it was a charity drop and a normal NFT drop. Now, the charity drop specifically did happen.
There's nothing normal about an NFT drop. The only normal NFT drop would be to take the creators of NFTs and drop them from a great height.
What are you, Putin now?
No, that's accidents, Kristi. I'm suggesting.
Administration?
I'm suggesting deliberate. No, I'm only joking. Fuck me. Just nearly died.
Oh no, I'm glad you didn't. It would be very awkward for the stream because you're the only one who can go off stream.
I love that for you. I don't know what that means in this context, to be honest.
In association with one of MrBeast's projects, Team Seas, saying, quote, "All proceeds will go towards cleaning up the seas around the world." This was early November 2021.
To be honest, these seas need to be fucking cleaned up, yes. Cunts. I'm saying they're cunts.
Yeah.
Then the official Team Seas
I'm very
account
clever.
posts it on November 3rd, 2021.
And original.
Quote, "What an
Yes.
awesome crypto collaboration in support of the team." Then the CEO of Eternity Chain, Nick Rose, confirms in Telegram that the drop is supported by MrBeast, saying Earn and ETH tokens will be accepted for the...
I like that I'm background music. Like my stream is background music for Elliot to do weird photoshopping to.
Just being creative while we're on the background. Oh,
Yeah.
who is that?
So
Is that me and Mehdi Hassan?
That's you and Mehdi Hassan, which,
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
honestly, I ship it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. That's me and Carla Denya. Carla Denya is the... What's that animal called? I don't know.
I don't
Anyway.
either.
And I'm Luke Skywalker there. And you've got no just MTG as C-3PO.
Oh, it's the Star Wars. Okay, and then Roy Katz is Darth Vader.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rory Katz does look evil. Although, to be fair, he did have something of the night about him.
Like Michael Howard.
Yeah. A Torn. Is what
Oh,
it's called.
Tauntaun. Oh, okay. This is from Empire because they were in the snow.
Yeah.
Tom or Tom. Yeah, whatever those things are that they split open so that Han put Luke in to keep him warm.
To keep him warm. Which, I mean, to be honest with you, like, animal rights, my man. What's
Luke,
going
I
on?
am your father's dildo.
Oh, no.
Nice stream stress. Very nice, Seamstress Dragon.
That is a callback that if you missed the start of the stream, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Charity auction, which was slated to last 2 months. Now, the reason I'm sharing all of this is because 1 month into this 2-month charity auction on November 30th, 2021, the Rocket Fund or Beast Fund.
Oh, well, I did, but I forgot to share it with you because
you share it with me.
I am a very silly Billy.
For the charity auction, which was slated to last 2 months. Now, the reason I'm sharing all of this is because 1 month into this 2-month charity auction on November 30th, 2021, the Rocket Fund or Beast Fund or whatever you want to call it starts selling huge amounts of this earn token. Allegedly, they sold over $2 million, while the charity itself was still going on. Now, I know that sounds horrible. It looks horrible.
Shitty.
It is horrible.
Yeah.
Although I have to.
It is ridiculously bad, yes. Again, it's probably not illegal, but that just goes to show you how awful the legal system is, not how
regulation. Yeah.
Yeah, not how good this action is.
To tell you, personally, I don't think this was a master plan to pump a coin with a charity auction. If it was the plan, it was a bad one because the NFT auction was ultimately a flop. But do I also think it doesn't matter because regardless of your intentions, selling tokens within a month of your 2-month charity auction is wrong, stupid, and unethical? Yes, I think that as well. Because in case you forgot, MrBeast is the charity guy whose name is on the website. It isn't a fund. It isn't a crypto rocket fund. It's MrBeast's branding. I even asked the Earn team about this, saying, quote, why did y'all list MrBeast instead of Rocket Fund in your partners' investors? Was that discussed? They say, quote, we listed him, MrBeast, as a partner, and quote, yes, they accepted that. So according to the Earn team, MrBeast knew or should have known that his name was on the line for this investment and partnership. And yet, this fund, his fund, whatever you want to call it, sold tokens 1 month after starting a 2-month NFT auction for charity. To be fair again, though, it's hard to oversell how bad this NFT auction did. I have found only one NFT that appears to have sold here, but the bids were made in the Earn token, which the fund was selling, and the actual sale of the NFT didn't happen until after the fund sold in November 30th. The transfer happened in December 23rd. So of course, I went to MrBeast directly to answer this and see if there was some more context they could provide. There was no response other than the statement we've already read from MrBeast that he did not control the trading. Although again, that isn't a really satisfying answer because we've established MrBeast would sometimes direct what to buy and sell to this fund, like CryptoPunks. Personally, like I said, I don't think this was a pre-planned scheme. But regardless of intentions, if you're the charity guy, you support a charity, it flops.
Yeah, I don't care if it was pre-planned or whether he, on the hoof, decided to be immoral.
Yeah, exactly. It's irrelevant to the act.
Yeah, practically speaking, there is no difference there.
I mean, you got sort of like first-degree murder and second-degree murder. End of the day, somebody died.
Yeah,
right?
you
Whether
killed someone, yeah.
Or you did it spontaneously. You still killed them. Like, they're still dead. So crime was committed.
Yeah.
Your fund makes millions of dollars in profits because it's selling the same Earn token people could bid on the charity with. That just is awful. And you should feel awful about it. Look, now I want to move on from that to talking about our final token, XCAT. This is a token you may remember from our...
They're naming it after Aurora.
Oh, oh,
There you go. You got the joke. The penny dropped in 2 stages there.
yep.
And I
was
appreciate
like,
it.
cat. Oh, ex-cat.
Yeah. This is an ex-cat. It has gone to meet its maker.
Our investigation into MrBeast's business partner, KSI. But unlike KSI, MrBeast was not promoting it a lot on Twitter. In fact, the only reason we know MrBeast was in the presale is that there were several articles about it bragging about that fact. Once again, MrBeast's name was used to promote this instead of the fund itself. And internally to investors, I have to say, this built up a lot of excitement, not just because MrBeast is a huge name, but because XCAD had what's called creator tokens. So the idea to some investors is that, well, if they're investing MrBeast and KSI, what if they were ever to launch creator tokens? That would be massive. And I bring this up because some people might ask, like, what do these affiliations, how do they impact people buying these projects? And the answer from what I've seen is they actually do impact it quite a lot because people are anticipating like further involvement. And also the idea is like they must not be investing unless they're long-term holders. You can see this in the Telegram chat. It became so common that in the XCAD community, one of the admins says, "Here we go again," another community member asking if there's any possibility of a MrBeast KSI token. And meanwhile, by the way, as that's happening, as the investors are hoping for these creator tokens and that they're imminent, behind the scenes, something entirely different had been happening. Like with Super and Earn, MrBeast's fund sold a lot of their XCAD early in 2021 rather than holding their tokens. And this was surprising to even the founder of XCAD himself, Oliver Bell, who said they told him they were going to do the opposite. He tells me, quote, "Hey, so MrBeast reached out to me during our pre-sale raise. A group was set up with his team and we had a call with his team and they said they liked the concept. There was no strings attached to the investment. They did, however, want a lot bigger ticket than what I offered them, which I'm glad I did not fulfill. We discussed not just flipping this token, as this can damage projects if people have decent sized tickets. It was my understanding we were aligned on this. However, after listing to which XCAD performed well, there was heavy dumping from a wallet linked to MrBeast's team. I got in contact with them immediately and asked them why they were selling like this." Now, Oliver later claims this discussion about flipping tokens and them being aligned about the fact they're not going to flip these tokens so quickly was with Jason. And apparently, Oliver was so upset about what happened, he DM'd Jimmy directly, quote, explaining his team.
He needs to be careful now. Using highlighter to highlight things on screen, that was invented by Illuminati. So,
how nice of them.
Do you not remember that drama?
No.
Where she claimed, yeah, there was this fucking dickhead called Illuminati or whatever their name was.
I remember the Illuminati as in being naughty. That sounds vaguely familiar. What's the highlighting thing?
Yeah, they claimed...
Was it the font thing?
Yeah,
from Legal Eagle.
Yeah, Legal Eagle, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now it's all coming. I didn't forgot that it was Illuminati. Naughty boy.
Anyway, yeah, and then she was outed as like a piece of shit by H-Bomber guy. Yeah. Which is not surprising because, you know, she is. Pardon me.
Wow.
Did a burp.
That popped out.
Did.
Will ruin his reputation. And look, sorry to be a broken record, but yes, I reached out to Jimmy about this too. And once again, there
Hello, Zakap. Everyone go and follow Zakap immediately.
Was no reply besides the statement we read earlier. It's worth mentioning that I asked Oliver for proof of this message about ruining relationships, and he said the message had been deleted on Telegram. So who you believe here is up to you. Oliver also says, quote, "I don't think Jimmy has a bad heart or is a bad person."
Yeah.
I think he does and is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he has genuine interest in the crypto space, but I think the team that handles his crypto is completely clueless.
I rest my case. The following sentence, "I think he has a genuine interest in crypto space," disproves the first part. Clearly.
And here, on this last point, I have to disagree with Oliver. I don't think that Jimmy's crypto team is clueless. I think they saw an opportunity to make millions of dollars with MrBeast's valuable brand, and they took it, and they did make millions of dollars.
Yep.
And along the way, they did some things that were shady. Whether or not you think they were also illegal is probably going to be shaped by our unanswered questions and where you fill in those gaps. For example, do you think MrBeast knew about the selling that was going on May 12th for the super token? Why did he make that tweet? And then, do you think MrBeast knew about the charity auction and the selling that was happening on November 30th? And do you think Oliver Bell DM'd MrBeast and told him his crypto team would ruin his reputation? And if so, was that ignored? I hate to leave so many unanswered questions here, but I warned you, this was a complicated story. And a big part of the problem is the guy at the center of this story cannot or will not give more than a heavily lawyered statement through a spokesman who's a crisis management consultant. And let me just say, it's also frustrating that this statement takes zero accountability. Despite the fact MrBeast's team knew every major allegation that we're laying out here today, there is no mention of selling while MrBeast was tweeting about Super Token. There's no mention of them selling tokens a month after they partnered with a 2-month charity auction. And because of that, this statement feels very hollow. I think to MrBeast and probably to his fund, maybe this is just business, you know? They set out to make a lot of money, and they made a lot of money. What's the problem, right? This is America. They might think this is the biggest MrBeast nothing burger since MrBeast Burger. But look, honestly,
Nice.
That's
Nice.
a lovely line.
That's like that could be a bar.
That is a bar, yeah, absolutely.
On a diss track.
if they had done this crypto stuff without using MrBeast's name.
Yep, exactly.
But they want to have their cake and eat it too. This fund trades on MrBeast's name. As we've seen, they get in pre-sales based on his name. He tweets from his public account, and they're putting his name publicly on projects' websites instead of a fund. But when things go south, suddenly, oh, MrBeast, what? No, no liability, just because he's not sitting there physically pressing the buttons. I don't think that's the way it works. Look, I want to close with the final part of this CryptoPunks podcast we showed you earlier, because in many ways, I think it's a microcosm of this story. Obviously, I have to say, I'm not making any comments or judgments about the guy who's suing me, who's also in this clip. That's just coincidence. I am only talking about MrBeast's reaction, because as MrBeast is talking about Gary V's great CryptoPunks call, there's a moment when the co-host says, hey, maybe instead of Gary V being a genius, maybe it's just the call itself that makes the market. And MrBeast kind of defends it. He says, no, that was in February. You know, CryptoPunks didn't pop until the summer. And, you know, I never talked about CryptoPunks until this very moment.
Can I ask you guys a question? When Gary does that call with all these billionaires and 8 months or a year later, everybody's like, Gary was right again.
Yeah.
Is it possible that he's right because of the call? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think about that a
like,
lot.
dude, he has all these
I think about
billionaire
that a
market
lot.
makers in the thing.
think about
He
that a
makes the
lot.
call, makes the market. By the way, you look around at all the punk owners a year later, and you're like, damn, it's all the same motherfuckers that were on the call.
No, because bro, there's 10,000 punks, and there's only like 30 of us in the call. We can only own and do so much. There's still an entire market that's gonna happen regardless.
I can tell you, I don't think why, because that was all back like early February. Like things didn't pop off till later, and every like NFT project was popping off, not just punks.
I mean, make no mistake, like having.
And NFTs, I think, largely are now worthless, aren't they?
Yeah, generally, I think that there might be. I think just the whole market crashed because it was pointless.
Yeah,
It was a
just
fad
scam.
like Pokemon. I guess folk people might like still like to play Pokemon, but Tamagotchis or Beanie Babies or anything else that people tulips, Dutch tulips in the 19th century. You know, people just like there are fads.
But
that
at least
pop
those
and-
are actual things. Like there's,
the Tamagotchis.
yeah, you can do like that's like a hobby. It's a worthwhile thing. The
It's
end of-
really not. I had a Tamagotchi. It was pointless. I kept it at my desk at work, and over the weekend it would always die.
Look, that's a you problem. Okay, I can't fix your skill issue for you.
I
Just
actually
saying.
still have some Beanie Babies. I've got Easter bunnies in different colors. Worthless.
Fidget spinners, another cracking one.
Oh,
yeah.
there you go. Pogs.
Pogs. Oh, I fucking loved Pogs. Pogs were my shit back in the day. Anyway.
Such influential people involved in projects, it can't hurt the ability for the project to
But like,
work. You know what I'm saying?
95% of those people didn't even mention it. You know what I mean? Like, I've never talked about it publicly.
Yeah, but that last part isn't quite true. The reason we're all here is MrBeast.
Yeah, you literally said I bought this one. So
Yeah.
I mean, you did. You literally did do that. Yeah.
tweeted about CryptoPunks the same day he bought them back in February of 2021. That's how we found his wallet, even though we now know someone else was involved too. And I would apply the same level of scrutiny to many of the investments we've talked about. Was it the genius of Jason Williams, MrBeast, or this fund that made them tens of millions of dollars? Maybe. Or was it the fact that the name they brought to the table was MrBeast, one of the most influential and valuable brands in the world? And that's what got them the great deals. That's what got them a bunch of eyeballs. That's what made it so valuable to have his name on these websites. And maybe that's what made the market. Ultimately, I think it's for you to decide.
And there you have it.
I mean, that's sort of a cop-out at the end.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think this was one of his less impressive investigations. But did we watch his one on Andrew Tate?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one. I was also kind of, and the Logan Paul one was really good. But yeah, I mean, it was mid. This one, they can't all be bangers.
Yeah, it was a bit like if you're gonna pull your punches, that's especially when like he did. I think he did the journalistic integrity bit at the start, like, oh, I bigged him up back in the day. But then, like, I mean, if you're gonna pull your punches, like, I still kind of feel like you.
Yeah. I think it's easier when he's got actual victims, the people he tracks down who were scammed and like, I lost $12,000, because then it humanizes. Right now, it's just numbers on in Twitter post kind of thing.
Also,
so it's a little less impactful.
True, and I feel not a lot of sympathy for people who get involved in crypto and get scammed, because like. It's obviously largely a fucking scam.
Don't listen to fucking MrBeast. Don't listen to Logan Paul. Like,
they don't have your best interests at heart.
No, I did my investing. I made a decent amount of money. I'm mostly out of Bitcoin now. I still have a little bit left, but I took my profits and I put them in the bank. And I went home.
So you're getting clean.
What?
You're going clean.
I'm laundering it. Yeah.
No, I meant like because I was doing a drug analogy, like you're going clean. Anyway. Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you're just gonna chase, the latest fad, hoping that it 10x's or 100x's for you, you're gonna lose your money.
Yeah.
I think there's like even inside crypto, people who chase this kind of stuff, they call them degenerates, right? Because you're literally just out there spending money everywhere in order to find that magic and hope that you 100x because you caught it before it popped. But it's just like you might as well go to the casino. You have better odds at the roulette table.
Yeah.
At least you got a 30% chance.
Yeah. Indeed. Were you also into football stickers as a kid, Kev? Yes, I was.
Oh, did you have the smelly the ones with the scented stickers? You could like smell like the vanilla or they smell like strawberry. You scratch them and they had scents.
Kristi, you don't understand boys. No, we did not have scratch and sniff.
Yeah, that's what they're called. Scratch and sniff.
Football stickers. Because what would that smell like? Sweat?
Football. Yeah, and bums.
Sweat and bombs.
That's what boys like, right?
I think so. I think boys like bombs. Yes. Yeah. So I was into all of that. I used
Sweat
to
and bums.
do slick. No, football stickers.
What about baseball cards? Oh, I guess you didn't have baseball.
No, baseball. Well, essentially, this sort of works in the same way.
Okay.
You collect
top
them.
trumps.
No, that wasn't really a thing.
No, didn't do that for you.
No. Exactly. Yeah, in the playground with your duplicates. Oh, well, I'll swap you a Robert Lee for a
so and so. Yeah.
And it was usually at least 20 for a shiny. Those were the for some reason they like the rarest ones were like these glitzy shiny ones that you'd put in there, and it was like and you put them in the sticker album.
Mm-hmm.
Like you literally peel it off and put it in the thing, and you could collect all of them. Yeah. It was. Oh, I loved that shit. That was fucking innocent. That was Kev at his most wholesome. Yeah. I mean, I've got nothing else.
You want to do okay? I mean, you want to end early, or you want to find some pub quiz?
We can do a pub quiz if you want.
Yeah, just do pub quiz. See what comes up.
Well, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't you remember the COVID days?
I do, with Jimmy Carr?
With Jimmy Carr, yeah, he dropped that like a ton of bricks to get actual money as soon as he could.
Yeah, so we've got the 30-minute one?
Yeah, that sounds about right. We've got,
Okay.
yeah. That'll
we'll
put
do
us
that.
just
Hello
over.
everyone, I hope you're all well and had a great week, and welcome to another 6-round pub quiz. If it is your first time here, then welcome to my channel. It's a really easy game to play.
Hello.
It's a 6-round quiz in the style of a pub quiz, and I will explain the rules of each round before they begin. But I do recommend, due to the format, if you would like to keep track of your score, as many people do, go and get yourself a pen and paper.
All right,
It'll just
I'm
make
getting
your
a
life
notepad.
whole lot easier.
I'm gonna
quiz.
I'm
You got
gonna open up not an internet, like the notepad app thing on the computer.
I literally already had mine open and it says pub quiz on the top line.
Really?
Swatting away for teacher like a total spasmo.
True.
Easier. So we begin the quiz by revealing the answer to last week's tiebreaker. The question was, how long would it take me to get from the train station in my hometown to the train station in Southampton? And the answer is 2 hours and 54 minutes. And I'm here now. So let's have a look how that tiebreaker affected last week's leaderboard.
Can you
These are all
pause it
single
for
player.
quick? You're just like, it just reminds me, there was a famous episode, I think, of Cheers, where one of the characters went on Jeopardy. And there was a final Jeopardy question. And it was like, what do these three people have in common? And the guy who was playing, who was the main character, not the main character, the side character, he's like, they're not in my kitchen. Which is like technically true, but also like not the answer they were looking for. Like, how the fuck were we supposed to know how long it takes you to get from, like, that's not general knowledge. That's just fucking stupid. So fast forward through this bullshit. I don't care about the leaderboard. Let's just get on with the first topic.
Right.
To all the teams, everyone from 1st to 10th. And there we go, some great scores. Well done to everyone. Second spot, top spot.
I really wish the
thank you to
beer
all the team.
had a 3D effect where it would actually fizz. That would make me happier, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
See the
Teams
bubbles
who
moving.
played, liked, shared, and commented on the video. So that is the scores done. Let's begin this week's quiz.
Yeah!
Let's fucking
There
go.
are 6 rounds.
Round one.
Round 1 is a picture round.
Oh shit.
Round 2 is entertainment. Round 3 is called closest to.
Okay. Ooh,
Round 4 is a connection round. Round 5 is a top 5 round. And the final round is general knowledge. So I will give you answers after round 2, after round 4, and after the final round. As always, I hope you enjoy, and best of luck.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. LFG.
Round 1 is the picture round, and there are 10 pictures in this round.
Okay.
Number 1, name the actor.
Oh, do you know that?
No.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
am I? No.
Are we playing together or are we playing against each other?
I think we play together.
Oh, okay. Well, I know the answer. That's Richard Dreyfuss. That's the guy who masturbated to the images of his mother. He's sliding off the chair with Bill Maher or whoever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
All right, so write that down. You can write then. I won't write.
Number 2, name the singer.
Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah, that's true. I like her eye makeup in that picture.
Yeah. But also, like, if you're gonna twerk, at least have an ass.
Yeah, true.
Number 3, name the sportsman.
Ooh, come on, Kevin. This is for you.
Oh God.
Some boxing featherweight or lightweight.
Yeah. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, blank.
I do know him, but I can't pick. Dave. Dave Smith.
Number 4, who is this a picture of from when they were younger?
Oh God, Mel Gibson.
Hey, anti-Semite.
Yeah, famous dickhead.
Yeah. Passion of the cunt.
That's a porno.
Almost certainly.
Number 5, name the building.
Oh, is that the Shard?
No, it's the Shart.
The Shot?
Doesn't it like sound German? Shart.
That's been built since I left.
Yeah.
Number 6, name the planet. Obviously the one with the arrow on it.
Is that Uranus?
Hey!
Venus.
No, it's Uranus.
Mars. Wait, and then we got Jupiter, Saturn. It must be
Yeah, that's.
Mars. What's it? What's the first? What's the closest one?
And
to
number
He's
7.
pointing at
Can you name this
Uranus.
person from a close-up of their eyes?
Is that Chris Pratt?
I think it is Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
Looks like Chris Pratt.
I think so.
Hmm.
But I don't know.
Number 8. Name the video game.
Did you just make a noise?
Yeah, that's about as close as I'm gonna get. I don't know.
Blank. Yeah,
Not-
too
not a
old.
fucking clue.
This is we're entering
And number
boomer
9 is the
territory.
national flag of which country?
Is that Malaysia?
I was gonna say Malaysia.
I think so. Yeah. I'm gonna
If
go.
not,
with-
we're both equally wrong. So there's no pride in
Yeah.
like one of us being right, one of us being wrong. We're equally right or
And the
equally
last
wrong.
one, number 10. What is this a close-up of?
It looks like seeds germinating.
Cress? Watercress?
It looks. Yeah, or it's like weed when it germinates. Any seed when it germinates, really. Could be watercress, but isn't it greener? I don't know.
Maybe.
Soybeans?
I don't know.
Round 2 is the entertainment round, and there are 10 questions in this round.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Number 1. Blues musicians Albert, BB, and Freddie all had what surname?
King?
King, yeah.
I mean, just because of BB. It's the only one I know.
Netanyahu.
Genocidal maniac.
True.
Number 2. Matthew Broderick married which Sex and the City actress in 1997?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Is it?
Yep.
No idea.
She plays Carrie in Sex and the City.
No, I know that, but I didn't know.
Her real name. Okay, yeah.
No, I didn't know
No,
she
you
was
didn't know
married.
Carrie. Okay.
My
Married
name
to
is
the
Noel.
person.
I have a dream about her. She rings my bell. I've
Hey.
got gym class in half an hour. Are the opening lyrics to which song?
We know this.
I don't know this.
Teenage Dirtbag.
Oh, okay. I'm just a teenage dirtbag.
Which you should know, because I definitely told you the story that song is about a guy who murdered his parents.
What?
Yeah. It was
No, I didn't.
in the town they grew up in like New Jersey or somewhere.
Apparently, I memory hold that.
Yeah, they like the line about was that he brings a gun to school and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, yeah, he killed his parents and buried them in like the forest near the town. And they found out, and that happened when they were like kids in this town.
Eee.
Yeah. Anyway.
All
So
right.
there you go. It's a darker story than you thought.
No kidding.
And number 4, name the film from these characters.
Oh, Moana?
Is it?
I think so.
Fair enough. I don't think I've seen it.
I might be wrong, but that's the one that's
Number
coming
5.
to mind.
Who played Ray Charles in the 2004 film?
Oh, you
Ray?
know this.
Yeah, Fox.
Super talented, impressions, music, does everything. How can you be so awesome? Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. Oh, apparently it's not Moana.
Oh, is it
Don't
the...
look at chat, Kev. Don't
Which
look at
singer,
chat.
born in 1949, is nicknamed The Boss?
That's the same animation style, which is what I recognized. So,
Oh, this we know this.
yeah, Bruce Springsteen.
Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me,
And number
me,
7.
me, me.
Edward Cullen and Bella Swan are the main characters
Oh,
in which
God.
film series?
Harry Potter.
Oh, it's Encanto. Yeah, I haven't watched Disney stuff. Thanks, Alex. Yes, thanks, Raven. Encanto.
Number 8. Name the film and the song playing in this scene. And you get half a point for each.
Oh my love. What's that song? Yeah, so
Unchained
it's
Melody.
Ghost. Yes, and Ghost.
Yes.
Look how
Patrick
young they
Swayze.
both look there.
True. He's dead.
Yeah, look how cute her hair is. I love that kind of pixie bob look.
Are you a lesbian?
A little bit.
Fair enough.
Number 9. Which of the main characters in The Big Bang Theory had the highest IQ?
Oh, Sheldon? I don't know. I literally never.
Yeah,
watched
Sheldon's the only one I know because of young Sheldon.
Exactly.
No, I don't fucking know the characters. Dave.
And number 10. Chief Inspector Dreyfus is the boss of which fictional detective? Hercule Poirot or Inspector Clouseau?
Oh, I think Clouseau, because Poirot worked with.
Well, Poirot doesn't even have a boss.
No, but there are some times that he deals with the cops. Inspector Japp, I think he calls him.
Inspector Japp is one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it must be Clouseau.
Yeah. God, that was a good series.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to go back and watch some of that.
That's the end of round 2. I will now go through the answers, and round 3 and 4 follow immediately after. The answers for round 1, number 1, the actor is Richard Dreyfuss.
Yay!
And number 2, the singer, one for the younger players, it is Miley Cyrus.
I remember younger players. There was I was involved in this political group, and they were all middle class cunts. Anyway, and there was a pub quiz in like rural Worcestershire because we were at this thing. Anyway, and there was like a picture round, and the sheets of paper go out, and it was like if you got one of the questions wrong, you lost all of the points from that round. So they were like, we have to be absolutely sure of the thing, right?
Yeah.
And it had like things that obviously these kind of middle-class people wouldn't know, but that I did because I was like 20 or something at the time. And one of them was Snoop Dogg. And they went, that's not real. That can't be real. What do you mean his name is Snoop Dogg? And I went, no, it's just a stage name. And they, oh god. Anyway, I had to explain like what a rapper was.
How do you explain Snoop Dogg, really?
Well, you don't explain Snoop Dogg. He's an experience.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I had to explain like what rap music was to these middle class twats. It was one hell of a night. We won though.
Hey, congratulations, because of your coolness and youth. No
exactly.
doubt.
If it was a young rapper from today, I wouldn't know.
No. Yes. Definitely trapped in a certain. At some point, you just ossify culturally.
Yeah, like a culture moves too fast, and at some point you give up chasing
infinitely.
it. You're just like, oh, it's too, go on without me.
You know what really, I think I've said this before, but what made the hugest difference with me staying in touch with the culture was not listening to the radio, being in the car and listening to the radio all the time.
Yeah, true.
I just no, yeah. So.
Well, I am in a car sometimes, but I listen to Radio 4, which does not help with knowledge of modern rap.
No.
Really.
And number 3, the sportsman, is Gennady Golovkin. If you put Triple G, you also get the points.
No, I didn't know that one, actually.
And
that's not who I was thinking
is
of.
a young Mel Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, the building, is The Shard. And number 6, the highlighted planet, is Uranus.
No,
Uranus!
Don't
it's
cop
Uranus.
out with this Uranus. No, it's Uranus. You've got a big arrow pointing at Uranus. Okay, that's happened.
Number 7 is Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And number 8,
I got it right.
the video game, is World of Warcraft.
Nerd.
Number 9,
Just nerd shit.
is the national flag of Singapore.
Not a real place. Sure.
Yay!
Number
Oh
10,
shit!
The close-up.
Yeah, we said Malaysia.
It's a close-up of Chris.
Hey!
Yeah, you were right.
I know my shit plants.
Mm-hmm.
Cress is a shit plant.
The answers for round 2, number 1, Albert, BB, and Freddie all had the surname King.
Hey.
And number 2, Matthew Broderick married Sarah Jessica Parker.
There we go. So you're on the ball.
And number 3, the opening lyrics to Teenage Dirtbag, a very high-pitched song, actually sung by men. It's quite funny to see. Number 4, the film.
That's just
is
a bit weird.
Encanto.
So someone, I need to update my Disney.
And number 5, Ray Charles is played by Jamie Foxx.
True.
Yep.
And number 6, the singer born in 1949, nicknamed The Boss, is Bruce Springsteen.
Me.
Number 7, Edward Cullen and Bella Swan are the main characters in
Twilight.
Number 8, so the film and the song in this scene So half a point for each. The film is Ghost, and the song is Unchained Melody. Number 9. The main characters of Big Bang Theory, Sheldon Cooper, had the highest IQ.
Literally the only character I know from that show.
And number 10. Chief Inspector Dreyfus is the boss of Inspector Clouseau.
Correct.
Hey. We
got,
are
like, what,
absolutely
8?
killing
7?
it.
Yeah,
I
7 or
don't know.
8?
Something like that.
Okay. Do. Have a banana.
Round 3 is called Which 2. Now, this is a round
Is
where
it?
there are 2 points
Because
available.
it says closest to. Make your
Oh, yeah,
fucking
he's
mind
right.
up.
Yeah.
A question. So 20 points are up for grabs. The way this round works, you will need to listen to this, I'm afraid. So at the top of your screen, you will see a subject, and underneath that, you will see a number. So let's use an example. It could say year that it occurred, and the number underneath might be the year 1900. Now, underneath that, there are 4 possible answers. So it could be first powered flight, Titanic sinking, end of World War One, and the Hindenburg disaster, for example. Now, you want to try and pick the 2
you're gonna love
that
this
happened
category,
closest
Kevin.
to the 1900s. So I do hope that makes sense. If you get both of you...
It's a little needlessly complicated, but okay.
Yeah, he's pushing the boundaries here. He's not your typical
Get
pub
2
quiz.
points, get 1, you get 1 point, get none, you get no points. Now, I've given you
Get no
22 seconds for each one, and there are
All
10
right.
total to do. So, best of luck.
Okay, let's get confused.
Ooh. I think Germany's like 80 million.
Yeah, UK is like nearly 70.
So France and Netherlands. Is France got a smaller population than the UK?
No, I think
Must
it's
have.
slightly bigger. I think it's slightly bigger.
So Netherlands and UK.
I don't know how many people. I'm going to say UK and France actually.
Okay.
I don't think Netherlands has that many.
All right.
Release date.
God, 1995.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, shit. This is like,
Honestly, if you told me any year of the 90s that these 4 films were released, I would believe it.
I believe you. Yeah, it's just a kind of a blur of a decade.
Lion King and Gladiator.
Yeah, let's go. I think Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves was a bit earlier, and I think Armageddon was a bit later.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I'll just guess.
It's been 10 years since the last Gladiator, right? So,
Was
and
it?
yeah, I think it has been. Anyway, let's go Lion King, Gladiator. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I was better off with the Hindenburg and the end of World War One than this shit.
True. They were born.
Oh God.
Year
they were born?
Well, David Bowie's got to be
Beckham?
way, way back. So
Obviously not.
I'm not. Yeah.
David Schwimmer, David Beckham? Or you think David Cameron is not born in the 80s? He's not that young.
Okay. I'll go Schwimmer Beckham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That seems about right.
People playing at home, you could definitely do your own. So, this is way
You
tougher
can, but
round than I thought.
why is anyone? If anyone's still watching this, I don't know why. This is the
Watching
most
two
self-indulgent shite I've ever produced, and that is saying something. Closest to Cape Town. Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh.
They're so far away.
Well, I mean, I think London is Moscow, because Moscow's quite far west.
Yeah, London.
Because London's basically just straight down.
Yeah,
isn't
London, Canberra. I don't know.
That's Australia, right?
Yeah, but I'm just thinking.
Oh,
it's
you're
like,
maybe by the globe, yeah. All right, this.
6. Oh, Danny DeVito.
Kylie Minogue or a basketball hoop.
A basketball hoop is way higher than 6 foot.
8 feet at least, or 10 or 9 or something, because they got to dunk on that shit, right?
Professional ice hockey is way less than 6 feet. So I'm going to go with the 2 humans, I think.
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, Danny DeVito is way shorter than 6 feet. The question is, what's closest? Do you think a basketball hoop is closer to 6 feet, or Danny DeVito? I'm thinking the hoop. I'm thinking Kylie and the hoop.
You're going Kylie and hoop, okay.
I'm going Kylie hoop.
Okay, I'm going with the 2 people.
All right.
Oh, that is what a reference point.
Oh wait, so maybe the goal is the width. So maybe it's Kylie in the goal.
Well, no, height, Kristi. Why would it be width?
Oh yeah, it says height on the top. I missed
does-
that bit. I didn't read the whole thing.
Yeah,
Korean War.
Oh, hang on a minute. Well, Gulf War is out.
Yep. Spanish Civil War. Also out.
Late 20s.
Yeah, wasn't that like
Or
what's
early
his name?
30s.
Like, who is that famous anti-fascist writer who went and fought in the Spanish Civil War that you
Well,
quote a lot?
there are several, but I think
Oh, yeah.
I think you're referring to Arthur Blair, otherwise known as George Orwell.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So Korean and Vietnam Wars. I mean, the Korean War did take
The Korean War is pretty much bang on. 50,
Yeah.
I think, and Vietnam.
Well, Vietnam started with French before it started in America.
Yeah.
So it depends on if you're talking
I'm
about
not sure. I think that the Vietnam War and the Spanish Civil War are not desperately different,
far apart.
far apart, but like on the opposite sides, if that makes sense.
Mm.
But I'll go Korea and Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the assumption that we're talking about the French conflict, not the American adoption of the French conflict.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
I think we're not going to do so well this round.
No, this is really
This is
tricky.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair enough because some of those ones were a bit easier earlier on.
Yeah. Feeling too good about ourselves.
Oh, good
Ooh.
lord. Okay. Well, Great Fire of London is 1666.
Correct. Leonardo da Vinci, he was in the 15th century, wasn't he? Right, like start of the Renaissance, the
something
16th
like that,
century.
yeah.
When did the 100 Years' War end? Was that in the 1400s as well?
I don't know. When did they discover Uranus, Krista?
When I was born, so 1972.
1972.
Yeah.
Cool.
11 billion years ago.
Fuck yes. Okay, I'm going to say Great Fire of London out.
Okay, so we're looking at the 100 Years' War, and because I don't Uranus discover Uranus. I don't know how much telescopes had developed.
Exactly, I'm thinking Uranus is too far.
Because I mean, Galileo was really groundbreaking with looking at the moon.
Yeah.
Right, like the Catholic Church refused to think that there was imperfections on the surface of the moon.
Yeah. I'm going to say, which is ridiculous because you can literally see them with your own fucking eyes on a clear night. Anyway, I'm going to go with 100 Years' War and Leonardo da Vinci.
We are in a concurrence there.
Good. So we're both wrong.
People are thinking, there's some Uranus fans in the chat.
Of course there are. Fucking degenerates.
Someone is asking which Great Fire of London.
Well, the Great Fire. Come on, we know the Great Fire. Obviously there were big fires, but the one where Christopher Wren got to like redesign London. True, and what's his name? Hid his cheese.
Oh, Samuel Johnson.
Peeps.
Like the little candies. Yeah, Samuel Pepys.
Yeah.
Pepys Johnson.
Hid his cheese. Anyway. He's actually a very acknowledged member of British history, Samuel Pepys.
Is he a guy who wrote a diary and documented every time he masturbated by using a euphemism?
Well, there is that, right? And obviously he's more well known as the diarist of the Great Fire. Yeah. Although it's a book that no one has read. I know that because I asked them questions about it and they don't know. They've heard of the book, no one's read it. But he was a naval administrator. He worked at the Admiralty. And he worked out to the half penny how much it would take to build a navy to control the world seas. And it happened. Like, he made it happen. So he's like a genuinely important figure that everyone just remembers because he wrote a diary. Which is, I mean, he should be remembered, but not necessarily as the diary guy. Just saying.
Yeah, there's more to him than that.
Exactly, he was a complex bastard. And he liked cheese. Well, to be fair, the cheese was very expensive. That's why he tried to save it. Yeah, they were released. Hey, Tamagotchi! You pre-watched. Hey! You blatantly pre-watched.
No.
First iPhone, Nintendo
God, it might have been 2000. No. I think iPhones... possibly?
I'm going to say Tamagotchi.
I think Wii's were a little bit later.
Yeah.
First iPlayer was in the 90s. So Tamagotchi and iPhones? Tamagotchis were okay. It's not the actual year; it's closest, right?
Yeah.
Because I got a Wii.
I'm gonna go with
Mini.
Tamagotchi first DVD player.
I think the first DVD player it was in the 90s. I remember because I was dating someone and it was like 1995 or 1990, might have been like 97 or whatever. And I bought him a DVD player as like a Christmas present. And then we went home to visit my mother. So he and I bought a house together in like 1999. And then we ended up splitting up in like 2001. And then I moved, or 2002. And then I started my master's degree in 2004. But anyway, I went home to visit my mom, and it took him with me, and we were all sat around, and she decided to make conversation. So she turned to him and said, "So I heard Kristi gave you an STD." And I went, "Mom, DVD. It's a DVD." And she went, "Oh, what did I say?"
An STD.
Like she had the right idea.
Close enough.
Ends in a D.
Yeah.
I almost died.
That's amazing. That's amazing. My dad is brilliant like that. He was trying to explain to me one day about my younger brother, going to a pumpkin festival, and I said, I'll think of another name. Nebuchadnezzar has never shown any interest in farming before. Why? What do you mean he's going to a pumpkin festival? And after about an hour of trying to tease out of him different details of this event, I eventually worked out he meant he was going to a steampunk festival.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, so in his head, when Nebuchadnezzar mentioned to my father, and by the way, Nebuchadnezzar is the dickhead who has gotten me Sonic-based toys. He's that cunt. He's the one that told my mum I wanted Sonic or whatever. That he's a dickhead. Anyway, when he said to my dad he's going to a steampunk thing, that my dad obviously didn't understand what that word meant. So in his head, he went, "What's the closest word I'm already familiar with?" And pumpkin was his best. So he literally just told me he went to a pumpkin fair, and I felt like I was in a fucking old people's home, like trying to make out the dementia patient's ramblings. God bless him. Anyway, yeah. STD, that's pretty good.
I know.
That's pretty good. How many questions? Well, that's 8, so we've got 2 more, right? Money! $1 million Great British pounds, 500,000 Australian dollary dues, $1 million US dollars, 1.5 million euros, or 2 million yen.
All right, so 1.5 euros sounds pretty about right. I think it's more like 1.2, but again, we're rounding.
I have no idea what a yen is worth.
I don't either.
Not
I don't
a
know.
clue.
Dollars, Australian dollars, I know things are fucking expensive.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm tempted to go euros and dollars just because I know that's... Actually, no, dollars isn't that... Yeah. Oh, shit. I don't know. I'm talking myself out of US dollars and maybe going to Australian dollars. Yeah, I'm going to go Australian dollars and euros, I think. Yeah. I have no idea. Honestly, that's really tricky, because what the fuck is a yen worth? I don't know.
I'm thinking 1.5 and 100. Wait. Look at where's the comma in that US dollars?
Yeah, that's weird. I presume they mean $1 million and not 100,000.
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't be anywhere near enough. Yeah, he's forgot a 0 clearly. But the comma gives it away. I bet they're slaughtering him in the comments over it. Olympic gold medals: Phelps, Kenny, Comaneci, and Bolt. Well, Comaneci is out because she only got like 2, I think.
Okay.
You're
Michael
saying Bolt?
Phelps and Bolt? I don't even know who Jason Kenny is or Nadia.
Well, Nadia Comaneci was a Romanian gymnast.
Oh,
the first to get the perfect 10 on the floor routine back in 70 something.
Okay, but not 10 gold medals.
No, she got 10, like the score 10 across the board. But they did brilliantly. They hadn't foreseen that might happen, so the scoreboards only went up to 9.9. So in the arena, it all said 9.9, and she was a bit disappointed. And then, but then it was actually 10 anyway. Jason Kenny's a British cyclist who did win a lot of golds, because in cycling you can, because there's lots of events. Usain Bolt. Oh, I'm pretty sure Usain Bolt won 9 because he did the triple. He got the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x100 meters gold in 3 successive Olympics, right? So 9. Like he can't get much closer than that. So I think Usain Bolt is in. Kenny didn't Phelps get something ridiculous like 16? So is that too many? Oh.
This is your bailiwick.
I'm going to go Bolt and Kenny, I think, because I think Phelps won too many. So yeah, that's what I'm going with, but I could be wrong.
Round 4 is the connection round. For those of you new to my channel, the way this round works is very easy. There are 4 questions. You'll get 1 point for every correct answer that you give, and then something links the answer or part of the answer of each of those 4 questions. If you can find that connection, you'll get another point. So there are 5 points available in this.
So this is a blatant rip-off of Only Connect then?
Okay.
Blatantly.
Oh, wait. I thought we were getting... Oh, that was only round 3. Wait, I thought we were getting answers after round... Oh, we got them already. Never mind. Oh, God, we're speeding through this. Sorry.
Round.
Yeah. Ignore Kristi.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Yeah, true.
Number 1. In baseball, a home run that scores 1 run is called what?
Solo.
Again, this is definitely a Kevin category, or question at least.
Yeah, so it's solo. So I'm going to go... Already, I'm going to go with Star Wars being the connection.
Han Solo?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Right, what else could this solo apply to?
Number 2. What do the letters stand for in the formula of Newton's second law of motion? So what does the F, M, and A stand for?
The force. Yeah, force, right?
Force,
Solo, force equals, I don't know, movement and acceleration. I'm just guessing
some
at shit here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I did.
Number 3.
It definitely is.
Dwayne Dog Chapman, Beth Chapman, and Leyland Chapman were the stars of which American reality TV series which aired between 2004 and 2012?
Dog the bounty hunter.
Yep. So that's like the bounty hunter is Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, yeah.
And the last one, name the album from
Dark
this
Side
album
of the Moon.
Of the Moon, yeah.
See? So on Only Connect, I'd have got maximum points by buzzing in early for the connection.
Yeah, because of the dark side, because of the force.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And for the 5th point, what connects the answers to these 4 questions?
Come on, chat. I am the smartest fucker in the room, right? I am the cleverest person here. Definitely. Not the doctor. Kristi.
Go ahead.
No, you're supposed to be like, you're supposed to be the voice of reason and say, shut the fuck up.
I can only be guardrails for so many hours, Kevin.
That's true. You agreed to babysit.
Yeah, but I'm not
the
getting
answers
paid,
for round 3, number 1, closest to 50 million in population is the UK and France.
Huzzah!
Number 2, closest to being
Total
released in
guess.
1995 is The Lion King.
There we get one.
Armageddon.
Hey, well, got one.
Yeah,
And number
points
3, closest to being born in 1980.
Wait, David Duchovny was not
Cameron.
an option.
No, it was David Schwimmer.
Yeah.
Hang on, we've got to scroll back. It was definitely...
No, it was definitely David Schwimmer.
Hang
There
on.
was some swapsies going on here.
Yeah, look.
Mm-hmm.
David fucking Schwimmer.
Yep.
Oh, this is bullshit. This is a fucking... This is... stop the steal.
And number 3, closest to being born in 1980 is David Cameron and David Beckham.
Well, fuck off.
Number 4, closest to Cape Town is London and Moscow.
See, that's what I said.
And number 5, closest to 6 feet in height,
Kylie Hoop.
is Kylie Minogue.
Yes!
You were
Danny
right.
DeVito.
You were right on that one. You
Kylie
picked the
Minogue is
people.
slightly taller than Danny DeVito.
What?
Number 6, the year they started, which is the Korean
Yeah,
War.
right there.
nice,
Number,
nice.
Yeah, high fives to us.
Number 7, year they took place. So Leonardo da Vinci died, and the 100 Years'
I don't
War
even remember what you wrote
ended.
down.
Sorry.
Oh, you can't remember.
Now,
Okay.
Also, we're not the only people. Look, hi Dale, you messed up 2 of the closest questions. You switched David Schwimmer for David Duchovny, and you switched 500 grand Australian for 500,000 yen. I don't know what the is about. Like, what he's doing.
He's not trying to like cheat you. It's like it's
Yeah.
an online fucking quiz. You can go back.
There's not a prize. It's not like there's actual prize money or anything. It's just a bit of fun. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
number 8, year they were released, 2000, is the first DVD player and the
Yay!
Tamagotchi.
Okay,
Everywhere when
I'm
I was
happy with
younger.
that.
And number 9, this was a tricky one. Closest to £1 million, GB pounds. So that is 1 million
wait,
Australian dollars,
It was
US
not.
dollars.
No, Australian dollars is $500,000.
Yeah, this
is
is
some bullshit.
this is bogus. He's gone woke, Kristi.
Yeah.
It's the only answer. He's definitely the woke mind virus has destroyed the ability for
Yes,
pub quizzes.
To like copy over the correct text.
The West has fallen. It's
And
time
2
for us
million
all to go and live in
really Good
caves.
job if you got that one. And number 10, the last one, closest to 10 Olympic gold medals.
Fuck yes!
Usain Bolt and Jason Kenny.
Fuck yes. Tell us how many they got. Give us the extra information. You absolute fucking bumbleclart.
All right. So is there one?
The answers for the connections round. Number 1, in baseball, a home run that scores 1 run is called a solo homer or a solo home run. Either of those, you got a point. And the letters in Newton's second law of motion stand for force, mass, and acceleration.
Oh, okay. Not
And number
moving.
3, Wayne Dog Chapman, Beth Chapman, Leyland Chapman were stars of Dog the Bounty Hunter. Which leaves number 4, the album from this album cover is The Dark Side of the Moon. So what connects Solo, Force, Bounty Hunter, and The Dark Side is, of course, Star Wars. Very well done if you got that connection.
Fuck yes.
That's the end of round 4. I do hope you're having fun so far.
I
Now, I
am
know
having
some of you
fun.
will be wondering where the pictogram round was this week. I just didn't have the time to do it due to going away. It takes about 3 hours, but it will be back next week. So we will now go into the final 2 rounds. The answers follow immediately after. Then there is a tiebreaker at the end, so watch out for that.
Okie doke.
Round 5 is called the Top 5 round. The way this round works, you will see a question on your screen that requires 5 answers. Now you have 50 seconds to try and come up with those 5 answers, and there are 2 in total to do, so 10 points are available in this round.
Let's go.
So question 1, excluding animated films, so no Toy Story, no Polar Express, what are the top 5 highest grossing Tom Hanks films of all time? And I'm not taking inflation into account.
Oh, okay. So it's...
Oh, is it that Christmas one?
What?
Like he did that Christmas train one. Remember?
Polar Express.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Polar Express.
Toy Story, obviously.
Toy Story 2,
2,
Toy Story
Toy Story 3, probably not 4.
And it's going to have to be modern stuff because he's not taken into account otherwise like Big or Sleepless in Seattle.
No, because those aren't animated.
No, you said excluding animated.
Oh, excluding animated. I thought it was. Oh, I left out. Like I'm not reading.
Oh,
shit
so Polar
tonight.
Express wouldn't count then?
No,
Okay.
no. Excluding animated films. Okay, so. Then
Oh,
we
well,
got-
Kristi hasn't read the question.
No, clearly not. I just skipped over excluding and went to animated films.
Yeah.
Like, why look at the bolded words? Who the fuck cares about the bold? Those
True.
can't be important.
True.
I'm
I'm gonna.
20 after 10, and I got 4 hours of sleep last night.
True.
Sleepless in Seattle, Big. Big
Uh,
was a huge success.
the Terminal.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Castaway.
Castaway. Got to be.
Yeah,
Got to
gotta
be.
be on there. Oh, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, massive. Yeah.
So those are at least 3.
And he played the iceberg in Titanic.
That was like an uncredited role?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. He didn't get a... Oh, anyway.
But we're not going to put Splash on there, are we?
No.
It's just too bad because it's got John Candy saying in Swedish, "My penis is 9 inches long." In Swedish.
In Swedish?
Yeah, the whole thing is that he watches porn. He watches a lot of Swedish porn. And so the only Swedish things he knows are like porn phrases.
Sex stuff, yeah.
And they have to get past the Swedish guards, and he just like is trying to get past them. And
who was the leader of each country during the years shown?
Oh gosh.
Oh, God. Spain, 50...
Yeah, or...
Germany's Bismarck, isn't it?
Probably.
UK is Churchy Boy.
Yeah, because he got reelected. 69 to 74, is that Nixon?
Nixon. And Jacinda Ardern for New Zealand. Spain. Is that Ferdinand and Isabella?
No, because that's the Christopher Columbus was 1492. That seems a little
Oh, okay, I'm with you. Right.
I don't know who took over after Catherine of Aragon, though.
Dave of Aragon. I don't know.
Don Juan? Trying to think. Is it the one that was like, yeah.
I don't, basically, we don't fucking know that one.
No, just blanks. I don't know Spanish history.
Gonzalo the Third.
He's dead.
He is dead. Can we get some lols in chat? He's still dead.
Still.
That really was a stiff dick of poop.
Yes.
Oh. Yes. Anyway.
Round 6, the final round, is general knowledge.
Let's
go.
There
are 10 questions in this round. Number 1, the Camp Nou is a football stadium in which European city?
Kristi, over to you.
All right, the Camp Nou. What? It sounds French to me.
Does it? What city are you
I know
going with
you.
then?
I have no idea. I don't know. You. This is a general knowledge. It's
Oh,
not
you know,
just
I'm playing with
Heaven
you.
round.
Yeah, you know, I know. It's the Barcelona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've actually been to the Camp Nou. It's fucking massive.
Is it?
It's mental. Too big. It's a beautiful thing, though.
That's what he said.
Heyo.
Too big and beautiful.
True.
All right, so this is the last round, huh?
Yes.
Number 2. In which year did the Crimean War begin? Now, you can be 15 years above or below with your guess.
Okay.
It's the 1800s, right?
18...
Is Catherine the Great? Well, which Crimean?
1852.
Sure. Why
That
not?
seems
Why the
about
fuck
right.
not?
Something like that.
You're the one with the history degree.
True, but I did 20th century Europe, not...
But it all goes back to the Crimean War.
19th.
Family of
Well,
lizards
true,
is
yeah.
notable
Oh, God.
for being able to change colours.
Chameleons.
Chameleon.
If you sang that in the pub, everyone would be so mad at you.
Why?
Because we've given the answer away.
True.
Number 4. What does the DAB in DAB radio stand for?
Digital audio broadcast, I think. Although I could be completely wrong.
Oh, can I just have... Sorry. DAB. Sure, why not?
Or is it just
Number
about
5.
hitting the dab?
What is the only US state with a one-syllable name?
All right, hold on a second. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan.
You've gone past it.
Which was it?
Maine.
Maine. Thank you. I was too busy remembering the words. So thank you for listening.
There you go. Well, I'm glad you could remember it because I
Teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work.
Every night.
Let's go. Because I was thinking like Utah, but that's 2. How'd you get
Yeah,
two syllables out
exactly.
of 4 letters? That's ridiculous. You silly sausages.
That'd be like getting 2 syllables out of 5 letters.
Number
True.
6. What type of rock is
Shop
formed
Kristi.
from cooled lava or magma?
Obsidian?
No, type of rock. So it's like igneous, sedimentary, and what's the other one? Bollocks. Bollocks rock. I can't remember.
Volcanic? No. Vulcan? No. You sure it's not obsidian? Is that just a kind of?
Well, that's a kind of rock. Yeah, I think type of rock. There's the 3 types of rock, isn't there?
Yeah. Sedimentary.
Igneous and
the other one.
fucking. Oh God! I wish I'd listened. Apparently, people are saying it's igneous anyway, but there are 3 types.
Oh, is
of
it the igneous? Okay, igneous is the one. Okay. Also, don't look at the chat. That's cheating. That's the wisdom of the crowds.
True.
Number 7. Approximately what percentage of the world is left-handed? 10% or 20%?
I think it's 10%.
Done
Is
that one
it?
before.
I have no idea.
I've heard 10%, but that could just be a lie from right-handed people
I'm gonna
trying to
go-
oppress our left-handed brothers and sisters and NBs.
True.
Number 8. An 1894 painting by Cassius Coolidge
Oh, poker.
depicts dogs playing which game?
Poker.
Or was it the one that they're playing snooker?
Poker. I barely know her.
Ayo.
No, it's they're playing. No, they're on the table.
Yeah.
Number
The old
9.
joke about, was it liquor in the front, poker in the rear?
Yeah.
Ayo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which country is the culprit of the largest car theft in history when it's ordered 1,000 Volvo vehicles from Sweden in the 1970s and never paid for them?
I'm gonna go Iraq.
Or North Korea?
I think in North Korea, just because that would be fucking funny. Like, hey, Sweden, fuck you.
Yeah.
What do you do? It could be the Iraqis, but. That's
Number
hilarious.
10. A mother and father has 5 daughters, and each daughter has 1 brother. How many people are in this family?
What?
Hang on. Oh, these ones always fuck with my head. So they have 5 daughters.
Also, it's have. Your subject in your verb agreement is not. As a mother and father have 5 daughters.
Yeah. Yeah. And each daughter has 1 brother.
So all of them have 1 brother. So 11? Or not, sorry, 2 plus 5 plus 1?
Each daughter has 1 brother. No, so you just double the number of kids, don't you?
No, because each daughter has 1 brother. So all the daughters have 1 brother. So it's the mother and the dad, the 5 daughters, and 1 brother.
Oh, okay. So it's a trick. Oh, that's dumb. Okay, so
At least that's how I read it.
yeah, so 8. 8?
Yeah, looks right to me.
Okay. That's a really. I hate those fucking questions.
Yeah,
They're so
yeah.
stupid.
I didn't do well. I hated, what do you call them, word problems in math class.
Yeah. Metamorphic. That's the one I was thinking of. Thank you, Flint.
Oh, yeah, good job.
So the answers for round 5. Number 1, the 5 highest grossing Tom Hanks films of all time, excluding animated films. So we have The Da Vinci Code,
Oh, okay.
Forrest Gump,
Forrest Gump.
Angels
Oh,
and
Da Vinci
Demons,
Code. Oh, God, that fucking
Saving Private
shite.
Ryan,
Saving Private
and
Ryan.
Castaway.
How could
Well,
you
we got
forget
cast.
that?
Yeah, fucking Angels and Demons, Da Vinci Code shite. What did Bill Bailey
number 2.
was complaining? Sorry, pause it. About what's the guy who Dan guy who wrote the books, Dan Brown. He has this annoying habit of being able to put words together to turn them into millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
The leader of each country during the years shown. So the first one, Spain, was Philip II. Germany was Wilhelm II.
Oh, it's
The
Philip
UK
II.
was
Oh.
Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
USA, Richard Nixon. And
Okay,
New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern.
We've got 3. Philip II, was he the one who married Mary, Bloody Mary?
Yeah, Philip of Aragon.
Mm-hmm. And Wilhelm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. He must have been of Prussia. Were they Germany then?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
spoke Prussia. Oh,
No,
okay.
Germany, 1871.
Oh, okay.
Declared in France.
Well, that's yeah. Well,
Yeah. They
there's
took
some
over
history
after the French, the whatever republic. I don't fucking know. There's so many of them. And yeah, in the Hall of Mirrors or whatever it is in Versailles, they went, "We're Germany now,"
Yep.
and that's how it worked.
And then I went, okay, that's what you want to be called.
True.
We respect your pronouns.
The answers for
And
round
interestingly, Wilhelm went into exile in the Netherlands, and when Hitler took power, he formally requested to be put back in charge of Germany, and Hitler didn't respond.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Number 1, the Camp Nou is in Barcelona.
No, it's Barcelona. Barcelona.
And number 2,
That's racist.
which year did the Crimean War begin? It began in 1853.
Oh!
So any year between 1830.
I was one year off.
Oh!
One.
Oh,
Gutted.
so close, but wrong.
38 to 1868.
Well, no, I get the point because it's 15 to either side.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 1815.
No, I said 1852.
50? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you were 1 year off then.
Yeah.
You're just a little
for the points.
premature.
And number 3, the lizard notable for being able to change colour is the chameleon. Number 4.
Oh, it was after the Second Empire, not a republic. Fuck off, France. Fuck off.
DAB in DAB radio stands for digital audio broadcasting.
Can I tell you a joke?
Go on then.
Where did I hear this from? Where do internet bros get their water?
Don't know.
From a well, actually.
Ayo.
Number 5. The only US state with a one-syllable name is Maine.
A state that exists because of slavery.
And number 6. The type of rock formed by cooled lava or magma is igneous.
Fuck yes.
Number 7. What percentage of the world...
It was confirmed in chat that obsidian is a type of igneous rock, so you were on the right
Oh,
path.
okay. Yes, I was in the right class of.
Yeah.
I was in the family of.
Yes.
Is left-handed. That is 10%.
I was right.
Oh, nice. We could definitely, we could genocide them. I'm not saying we should, right?
That's your first reaction.
I'm just saying, with 9 on 1, we could take them.
I think I remember that because schools have to have a minimum of 10% desks that are left-handed and scissors that are left-handed and stuff like
Especially because Nebuchadnezzar, the aforementioned, is left-handed. So...
I knew someone who had a cat called Nebuchadnezzar.
Fair enough. It's a good name for a cat. Nebby, that's why I called Nebby, the cat that had babies down the hill.
Aw.
Yeah. She actually, is she dead? I think she's dead. Yeah. That's the problem with cats, they die.
Yeah.
Stupid cats.
Yeah, they should be immortal.
They should.
Number 8. The painting by Cassius Coolidge depicts dogs playing
poker.
And one of them cheating, the little cunt.
Is he?
Yeah, there's one that's got the cards above the table
Up
and
his
he's
sleeves?
got cards in his in his sleeves. No, he's got cards in his paws under the desk.
Jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And number 9. The country that did not pay for 1,000 Volvo vehicles is North Korea.
Yay!
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Well done,
I just think
Kim.
that's hilarious. Just fuck you, sit on it, sit and spin.
Yeah, what are you going to do, Sweden? Invade?
Yeah, exactly. You're going to come over here and take your cars back? Try it.
10. A mother and father has 5 daughters. Each daughter has 1 brother. How many people in the family? 8.
Stupid question. Fuck off. Fuck off, all of you. I don't know how many we got because I wasn't keeping count.
We weren't really doing it for the score anyway.
No.
We're not we're not going to put our score under.
You know who really won? Nobody. We're all losers.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you got coming up on your channel, Kev?
Shit. Just more slop, I imagine.
Yeah, excellent.
I've got nothing really planned for tomorrow. So I just, whatever. I might look at this Adpocalypse thing.
Is there another one?
Yeah, there's a Twitch one. It's complicated and it's drama and it's shite.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like content.
Well, indeed.
Monetizable shit. It's all about the monetization.
It's all about the money.
Yep.
Cash rules everything around me. Again, dollar bill. Get the money. To quote the great Wu-Tang. Who's going on Twitch? I'll send you over to the Majority Report.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because they do stuff on Twitch, but they don't get massive viewers on Twitch. They get all their viewers on YouTube, so I might be able to leech their Twitch people. It's the way I'm thinking. Also, they do good content, so fuck it. Obviously, the Majority Report. Good lord.
Sure. Oh, can I just leave you with a little thought from Threads?
Go for it.
When women say, quote, they hate men, unquote, they don't mean you. Unless you get offended, then yes, they do mean you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same thing with white people or fill in whatever privileged group you're a member of. If you can't criticize your own group for its privilege and its a history of oppression, then yeah, you're part of the problem.
Yeah, if you were offended by them choosing the bear, you're the reason they chose the bear.
Yeah, exactly. If you can't go, yeah, that's fair. I totally understand.
Yeah. Anyway, on that bear shell, what have you got coming up on your channel?
I told you my channel's dead. No, I mean I've got if you want to watch a D&D.
Yeah, I thought you were doing D&D.
Yeah, over on Twitch. Not my YouTube channel is like languishing, but over on Twitch, yeah. If you on Sundays, you can check out. We're starting next week with a little murder mystery, and you can see how clever I am and whether or not my players are cleverer than I am.
Well, we shall see. And we'll be back maybe on Friday.
Yeah, I'm planning.
Cool.
As long as I'm living, I'm here.
Cool. Okay, everyone, leave us alone.
Go watch someone else.
Go and watch something better, for the love of God. Anyway, it's goodbye from me and goodbye from Kristi.